At incredible risk to the group, the Grey Ascent quickly turned the party against one another, nearly bringing about their ruin. Dwarf, goblin, wizard, and elf scrambled to claim the artifact, with only Elmon having the clarity to get it clear of his friends. He took it to the Pale Tower, where it will never see the light again. The nobleman Malil, free from the grasp of the Grey Ascent, met with the heroes to thank and pay them for all their efforts. But all of this came at a price. Ulgrim's Shieldbiter's will to carry on. With a broken body, having been tortured by cultists, and under the dark influence of the artifact almost killing his beloved Puck, Ulgrim let his friends know that his adventuring days were over. He invested the last of his money into the Middle Hawks Inn and is looking forward to quieter days. It has been a few weeks since then. The light snow has melted and the rain has stopped for a few days. You have all been taking a well-earned rest. Elmon, you now walk through the streets of the South Market, a district not known for large plazas with merchants hawking their wares, but instead more for specialized shops. Each turn down a street reveals quality leather workers, rope makers, and blacksmiths creating and selling the best that the city of Tallis has to offer. Elmon, you find the shop you're looking for and step inside out of the cold, and the sign above the door reads, Navean Bowcraft. You step inside, it is beautiful wood construction. This was a meeting hall at some point in the past, so it has this double two-story framework set up with like maybe a balcony that goes around the top edge, and all of that just has mounted bows on the side. They've got tons of different types of practice arrows and shooting arrows, and there is a lady who you recognize as she had run the competition at the fair, and she is there. She puts down some bows she was restringing and says, "Hello, welcome, welcome. Wait a minute, I know you, don't I?"
Maybe.
You look familiar.
Yes, you do. We've met before.
You'll have to refresh my memory.
I upset a friend of yours, I think, at the festival.
Oh, yes. Your name is Elmon, isn't it?
Elmon Yabel.
I've been hearing about you from my brother quite a bit.
Oh, he was your brother. Is your brother.
Oh, yeah. LaRose! LaRose! She calls out.
I'm like, no, that's not necessary.
Yes.
She says, "Come in here. An old friend of yours is here."
An old friend. Right there. And Rose comes to the front.
Just give him a nod.
Oh, hello. Eldron, was it?
Something like that.
Yes.
Ladrove, was it?
LaRose, as most of the city knows.
Oh, sorry, I never.
What brings you by?
Eldron came to purchase something, I believe.
Elmon, thank you.
Elmon.
I came to see if you perhaps had some more of the Mastercraft Ilnoran arrows.
Oh, you certainly know your arrows, don't you?
Arrows have served me very well in my travels since winning them. Give LaRose a little wink and a nod. At the festival. I've used them to good effect and I'm hoping to acquire some more.
Well, as you know, we only make the finest.
I do know.
So
that's why I'm here.
Well, let me show you maybe some of the arrows that you might be able to wield. I mean, you don't want to spend good money on arrows that you're just going to lose in the woods.
Just look at them, don't really answer, and just kind of wait.
LaRose is our professional archer here at the store and helps show off the various bows and arrows that we have available. Perhaps he can show you something that you're interested in. You said you were looking for Ilnoran arrows?
I was, yes.
Well, we have some. A couple of different types, but Elnoran. should we go downstairs to the range and try them out?
Let's.
Right?
Make sure my rapiers loose in its scabbard.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. You follow LaRose down to a basement area, which has been reconstructed a bit into a short-range shooting area. Not really for long-distance longbows, but at least you can get an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some targets set up, some hay bale type stuff set up, and a couple practice bows. And LaRose, you bring some wrapped, high-quality arrows with you. You've got 10 Ilnoran arrows, and you've got 3 Mastercraft Ilnoran arrows for sale.
How much for the lot?
Well, let's give them a shot first, as we say. You'll find that they're the most well-balanced, straightest shafts. I'm sure you can just tell by looking how artfully crafted they are.
I can. I don't really feel there's necessarily a need to test them. I trust the craft work in them.
LaRose takes one and just strings it up and lets it fly and hits...
One of the arrows he's about to buy. Okay.
Hits the target.
Okay.
I'll be buying 9 Ilnoran arrows and 3 Mastercrafts then. Now that this one's used.
Only used in demonstration.
He hits it square and clean, hits the target perfect.
The quality is just the same.
Very well.
The price is going to be, you said you wanted the lot?
Yeah.
It'll be
for all of
36 for the 3 master total and 30 for the 10 regulars.
Not each?
Total.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, when your money situation is not a big deal. Before it was a big deal. LaRosa's sister calls up from above. I also have some other specialty arrows if you are interested. She comes down the stairs.
I would certainly have a look at any specialty arrows you might have.
She gets closer. Are you being nice to LaRose?
Of course. What do you use these arrows for, if I may ask? I don't see you around the city much, hunting for game, or you're not part of the guard.
I don't think that's any of our business.
Oh.
I travel with some companions, and we range a little further from the city than you may.
Yes.
We do most of our hunting.
When you are of notoriety, you stay close to your beloved fans.
So I have some magical arrows. They've been magically enhanced. I've got a few of them. They're hard to come by, and they're a bit pricier than the others I just showed you.
I would potentially be interested in them as well.
She opens up a case that she's brought down with her, a wooden case, and inside are a dozen arrows that you can see are magically enhanced. Game purpose-wise, they are equivalent to +1 arrows. So +1 damage and +1 to hit. And she also has in that only two single +2 arrows as well. Really nice looking, magically enhanced ones.
Is your quiver big enough for all of this?
You don't have to worry about my quiver size, friend.
It's a lot to handle.
It's very
I
touchy.
think you've seen I can handle an arrow.
What do you know of magic arrows?
Enough. How much for the arrows?
These 12 here are 30 gold apiece. So that's 360. She sees you're not phased at all by that number.
And the others? The other two?
She thinks a little longer. Those two are 140 each. They'd be 280.
It's just been spending like this the whole 2 weeks. Just
You got a bunch, but you got, what, twice what we did?
Oh,
or do you
tons
get,
of
Not
cash.
quite twice.
Yeah.
I only got 3 extra
Oh,
bars.
3 extra.
But I didn't get a letter, so I'm
You're-
very sad about
you're
that.
still in the 1% of the city. in pocket change, really.
Are you interested in any of these? She says to the arrow she's showing you.
I'll tell you what. You said 360 for the 12, 280 for the 2, and it was what, 60 something for the other 13?
You don't look like a man of such means.
Ignoring that.
She's kind of curious about that as well.
So that's what, close to 700 gold. Why don't I give you 650 for all of this here?
Make a persuasion roll. And she's looking at LaRose for his thoughts on this. So LaRose, make a counter persuasion, like a negotiation roll.
Okay.
I'll give you a +3.
23.
17.
Seems totally fair. She says, oh, and we have one last odd arrow if you're interested. This one's
No.
LaRose made it.
Called the Bertha.
It's
I don't think he's interested in...
fair enough.
Oh, I might be interested.
You can only fit one in a quiver.
I got room for one more arrow in this quiver.
It's
300 gold in value.
And that's a firm price. It's
Let's see the
one
arrow.
of a kind.
She opens up another case and she said, my brother crafted this. It's not very accurate at all, but is used for a construction project. They were trying to cover the King's River, that huge crevasse where the river cuts through the city for construction purposes. This one can fire enough and have enough of a line that it can have a rope available to it, attached to it. So you can span a distance and still have a rope available to you for whatever purposes you might need.
Distance over accuracy. Sometimes adjustments need to be made, balances.
It's so you can have a finishing move. Come here!
300, you say?
Yes.
Very well. And
I have a lovely cart, too.
She walks past you, LaRose, with her back to Elmon and just mouths, 300.
And I just pull out the one platinum bar that I brought with me. And just
Junk!
this should cover it. And pull up my arrows and give LaRose a little snotty little nod. And then
Would you like LaRose to bundle those up for you?
I'll take care of this myself.
Paper or plastic?
Rose just walks upstairs.
All right.
Just bumps shoulders past Elmon.
And
Will you make a
friends are
strength
made.
check for me to not budge on that?
You'll have to excuse him. He's known around the city as quite the archer and took the loss a little bit to heart.
I didn't notice.
Oh, that's good, I suppose. Well, thank you so much.
Very friendly.
Thanks so much for your business, and please come again. We'll look at seeing if we can acquire more of these arrows. They're challenging to come by, but we'll certainly make them available to you.
Yeah, I will probably be in the market again at some point. I'm staying at the Middle Hawks if you come across any.
I think I know the place.
You can you can leave a message for me there with one of the owners. Olgrim is his name.
She escorts you back upstairs, and out the door you go.
As
Didn't you have some poison arrows too?
I do.
Yeah.
as Elmon walks past like the counter area,
Okay.
back upstairs, Rose says, "These arrows take some time. Don't just waste them. They're not for downing a turkey or a quail. Be mindful of how you use them."
I'll see you next year at the archery contest. Then walk out the door.
An arrow hits the backside of the door.
So for our listeners at home, Elmon took biting sarcasm for a feat.
There is a little bell that goes off to the store door as Avius enters a magic ingredient shop.
Oh, there's a lot of things here. What?
You see, there are tons of little cupboards and little grocer boxes that are filled with a menagerie of powders and strange leaves and animal parts.
Just picking things up and tasting, and
you get one of those plastic bags you can't quite find the opening to.
He's licking his fingers trying
to get it open. You hear a voice from the other end of the room.
Yellow and blue make green. Yellow and blue make green.
There's a old man hidden behind a pair of giant goggles who pops up from behind a counter where he's sifting some strange orange dust and says, "Yes, who's there?
Hello. Are you the shopkeep?
Hold on." And he steps down with a big thud. And he comes over, and he's this small, gnomish, big-eyed guy with very little hair clutching to his scalp. He walks over and has to get real close up to see you.
Avius bends down to kind of meet him.
Well, aren't you a tall one?
I never stopped growing, I guess.
Welcome to Wonderful Ingredients.
That's the name of your show. Well, it's. There are many wonderful ingredients from what I can tell.
Many magical things. I'm kind of sounding like Puck, aren't I?
Are you related?
No.
Well, yes, I see lots of ingredients.
Anything your magical heart can desire.
Well, anything.
What did you have in mind?
I am looking more for a final product than ingredients. I don't have much need for those, but I'm wondering if you might have something that maybe is magically good to offer protection of sorts against common threats out in the world. Something of a shield.
Let me see. And he walks back over behind a counter. He opens up some drawers. You hear some metal things clanging on the floor, some pots clattering together, some weird bell that starts rolling across the floor. Ooh, no. More things get tousled. You see some puff of dust go. Two chemicals touch that shouldn't, and there's a little fireball. Wah! And then there's a long silence.
I don't believe in containers.
You don't see him at all.
Sir.
What?
Okay. Yes.
Who's there? He gets out from behind the counter.
It's still
He comes
me.
on over.
I don't think I.
Welcome to the magical emporium of ingredients.
Yes,
Changing the
doing business as.
How can I help you?
Yes, I didn't introduce myself previously. I'm Avius Catorum.
Avius Catorum?
Yes.
Never heard of you.
Someday.
Well, you will. It's still in public. It's still in proofing before the map is published. But I discovered an island not too long ago.
No islands here. All the magical ingredients you could ever imagine.
Yes.
Mickey Mouse.
I know.
I put a lot of care into this accent. Do not make fun of it.
Right. You were looking for something a little more a finished product of sorts. Some maybe magical shields or something of that nature.
Oh, I don't have anything here like that. But I could get my hands on something.
And what could you get your hands on?
I could get my hands on bracers of protection. Could help the likes of you.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but that's kind of, yes, kind of exactly what I'm looking for, really.
Very expensive.
Well,
very expensive.
I'm sure we can come to an agreement. How long might it take you to acquire such an item?
Just a few days.
How many few days? Just curious.
A few days.
So if I come back on Tuesday, what's today? Either way, I'll be back on a Tuesday. And I could trust that you would have them.
Done. Tuesday, 6,000 gold, and it's yours.
6,000 gold? How much just for one?
They only come in pairs.
Oh, that's I've heard that. What about, let's say, how about this? I will give you 1,000 down and 2,000 upon delivery.
He thinks for a little bit. No, it's 6,000. I told you, it's very expensive. Very coveted. Many wizards like it.
It's awfully yes. It is expensive.
You come back when you have the money, then.
Bitch.
Get off my corner! Po-po coming!
Well, I'll come back Tuesday.
We'll have this conversation again.
Yes. Very well. I'll see you Tuesday. Yes.
Excellent.
And Avius tips his hat and walks out the door.
All right.
You're going to go back and he's going to go, I can have it for you Tuesday.
Avius is hoping he doesn't remember what he just quoted on the price.
Ooh. Elmon, make a perception roll of 23 or higher.
Natural one.
Oh.
Elmon picks his nose.
Elmon.
Then eats.
Sighing already.
Oh.
You are out in the city, heading around to Middlehawks. You've stopped by a cart. You've got an apple that you're chewing on. And you...
That's your problem. Eating apples.
You look around, you put in your purse real tight and realize that your new magical rapier is gone.
God.
Something that should be totally obvious when taken from you. You were totally oblivious to.
In the meantime, LaRose is whittling new arrows with a rapier.
Point by point.
Gonna miss this, aren't
All
you?
right. I will immediately begin a quick search of the area, looking for obvious...
You see it.
Okay, where is it?
Is in the hands of a homeless man 80 feet back the way you came.
Okay.
And he's standing, leaning on the side of a crappy building and just looking straight at you.
Okay, I will
With his legs crossed, feet crossed.
check and make sure I have all of my other possessions. Real quick.
They all look good.
Okay. And start walking towards him.
Okay. As you walk towards him, he holds out a cup and says, "Spare a copper for a lost soul, sir." He clearly has your magical rapier in his other hand.
Is it just out and pointing?
Give me the sword.
He tosses it with agility and steps close with his cup and says, "You should keep a closer eye on that, Elmon." And you recognize him as Karem, the agent of the Conciliators who has spoken to you before, a spy working around the city gathering information.
That was a slick move. I was distracted by my apple.
I haven't heard that one before. And he still holds out his cup and makes it jiggle with a little copper inside.
And drop.
Oh, platinum don't have bar.
I dropped 3 silver in it.
I've got some information for you. There's some activity going on with the Chaos Cult. And I've got a lead on some way that you might be able to help hurt them. Which I've been hearing from some of our mutual friends. You've already delivered quite a blow a couple weeks back, so well done. There's a man by the name of Rill in the Copper Pub is where you can find him. He's an associate of ours, friend of our cause, and he's got a possible way to influence the cult and maybe cause them some harm. I figured you've been itching for a way to get some retribution back. Instead of waiting, maybe you want to take the fight to them.
We'll have to make a drop by the Copper Pub shortly.
It's in the Rivergate district. Nice part of town. Oh, come on, just one more, he says loudly, rattling his cup.
I'm giving you all I'm going to give you, old man.
He spits at your shoes but misses and curses you and starts walking off to harass someone else.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do? Puck, Elmon, and Avius.
Yes.
What about Puck? Puck's been sitting around for a while.
Puck's fiddling around with his spear. There's he has the gem of healing on it, and he's trying to figure out how he can if there's a way to transfer that gem of healing to another item.
Okay, make an Arcana roll.
Natural 1.
Damn.
You
Going around the table.
are not sure, and you're prying and prodding. You're casting some minor magics yourself, trying to get information.
Okay.
And you have triggered the gem and fully depleted it.
Oh.
And when that happens, I believe you have to make a roll.
Yeah.
What is that roll?
I don't know.
I've got
I think
it.
it's a D6 and on a 6.
No, it's not that bad. Can't be that bad. This was the minor gem of
Watch it be
healing. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20, and on a 1, the gem vanishes in a flash of light, lost forever.
An 8?
Okay. So you're not sure. The gem's fine. It's just completely depleted, but you're not quite sure. You
Okay.
can try again in a couple days.
Very good.
Anything else, Buck?
No.
Okay.
Just having breakfast at the Middlehawks. Making Olgrim wait on me.
This is your third helping.
He's just throwing it under the table.
Avius wants to put another spell into his
Spellbook?
Yep.
Okay.
Remove curse.
Yeah, you can do that. It costs money, and let's assume you spent that money for magic ink and paper back at that ingredient store. That's just what it's designed for. And it's 50 gold
50
per...
gold per level. So
per level.
what level is it?
That's a good question. Oh, that's right, because it was a scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Remove curse is level 3.
Okay, so 150.
It's one action, a touch. All curses affecting one creature or object end.
And I'm so sorry, one point of clarification. I was having so much fun with
The rose?
No roll or
No
anything.
roll,
It's just
yeah.
an automatic.
Correct.
Nice.
that was
Oh, and hold on, Mike, interrupt here. If the object is a cursed magic item, aka the Gray Ascent, the spell breaks its owner's attunement so it can be removed with ease.
Oh my god.
Just FYI.
Jeez.
Like 4 mouths just opened up around the table.
Yeah. Wow.
If I may, one more thing.
Yeah, of course.
And then Avius wants to take. He's collected several books over various adventures and going through dungeons and things. He wants to take them back to the gentleman way near the beginning who had like a map /
Talking about Tass at
Tass.
Tass's Scriptorium?
Yes, Taz. And see what he can get for those
Oh, to sell those. I gotcha.
to get some more going.
What were the books you wanted to sell?
Well, there's the book. There's book 1 of 3, Winds of Time.
How I Did It by Avius Catorum. And
There is the Compendium of Divinity. He also has a map. He's acquired. He has the History of Tullus.
All right.
That's it.
Make a persuasion negotiation style roll.
Okay. $18.
All right. The value of those combined is probably 40 gold total.
That's no.
That would have been exciting right before
Yeah.
Leo gave it.
Right before we won the lottery.
Yeah.
But with your roll, you're able to get the price bumped up by 50%. So 60 gold if you want to sell it.
No.
Okay.
I'll just keep them in my room.
And by the way, during this time, these weeks, you could also be writing a book.
He's got a memoir
All right.
going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
There's a whole chapter just
Fantastic
called
Adventures
Puck.
of Catorum.
Okay. Elmon.
Yeah, so I lost track of how many arrows I actually bought. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was 10 Ilnoran arrows, 3 Mastercraft Ilnoran arrows, 12 magical +1 arrows, and 2 magical +2 arrows, and 1 spanning arrow. Is that correct? I just wanted to
3,
make sure.
a dozen, 2, and 1. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then I also have 3 silver statues that I would like to
All
get
right.
the values for.
You acquired from the temple.
2 of those I acquired from the temple. 1 of them I acquired. It was a silver Lothian statue, which I have no idea. You know what?
Where did you get that?
I don't know. The Lothian statue I'm going to send to Daewon
All right.
as a gift.
it's cursed.
Since Avius can't sell the Compendium of Divinity for anything good, he's going to read it.
Oh, that'll... Okay. You are reading that.
Yep.
Got it. Hold on. Let me go to Forgotten Tower. The statues.
Yeah, I have 2 of them.
They are 15, so 30 gold total for them.
All right.
Again, great prices before Malil.
You paid a great price obtaining those for 30 gold apiece.
And also, you guys have been getting a lot of annoyed heckling from your former friend Olgrim, now running Middlehawk's Inn, telling you to do something about this giant bloody sack that's out behind
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
inn.
yeah. The Kraken eye.
Oh,
Puck will take care of that.
Yeah.
Puck will take
Keeps
that
blinking.
to,
It's getting the customers.
Puck will take that to.
A place that will buy that kind of thing?
Yeah.
All right, you walk
Sort
in the
of
shop.
monster-
Ding-ling! Hello? Who is it? It's a magic emporium shop you have arrived at.
It's I'm Puck the Goblin.
Oh no, it's 2 of the same voice. Yeah. I'm sorry, listeners. What do you have there? He comes out with his big goggle glasses.
It's a Kraken eyeball. My friends and I we slaughtered it yesterday.
very fresh.
Sounds great. I could use this.
What would you use it for, out of curiosity?
A spell that lets you see far away, but you need an eye, and the eye can float out.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I might be interested in that spell when you figure it out. But how much is this little guy worth?
150 gold coins.
You got a deal.
And sold. You
Tough negotiation.
Yeah. You make the coins, and you're good to go. Also, Puck, by the way, you still have a 20 gold deposit at Leaven Tinkerings.
Oh, I know. There's plans for that.
All right.
As Puck leaves, you hear MIC. See you real soon.
Oh, that's
J-E-Y.
50 gold each, by the way.
My first money. Oh,
No,
Not for you.
Sorry, Ulgrim.
Fulcrum. Just living off tips. Like a single mother.
Stingy, so.
I've been on my foot all day.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Even retired, he's still fun.
I would say we go to the Copper Pot or whatever the hell it was.
All right.
Copper Pub.
Oh, have you told us about
Yeah.
this?
Go ahead and tell them about it.
Our conciliator friends.
You wait till Ulgrim leaves the table.
Yeah. Look over suspiciously.
Hand over your pin.
Lean in.
Just eyeball him until he gets back behind the counter.
Our conciliator friends turned us on to somebody who may be able to provide some information and may be able to help us. His name's Rill. He's
Riddle? What kind of riddle?
the good kind. He's at the Copper Pub.
Were you able to solve it?
Not yet.
I could help.
We'll get on that.
I'm good at riddles.
Can we get some pudding for the old man?
Oh, yeah, yes, please. And some for me, too.
It's pudding on tap.
And it plops out in my bed.
Soft serve.
Olgrim knows just how I like it.
It's in the Rivergate district. We should stop by
this
there.
new guy likes you. We've never even seen him.
Yes. How come he doesn't talk to us?
Maybe he doesn't like you. I don't know.
I'm very likable.
That's not true.
Offensive spells are cast around the inn.
All of a sudden, stone armor and all this.
There.
Yeah. Well, let's go. I'm ready.
I'm very popular with the conciliators.
Okay.
I bet you are.
You guys head out. You walk through the
What
city.
does that mean?
It is evening time, dinner time. As you make your way into the Rivergate district, I believe I said was the name.
You did.
Now that we all make some more money, you want to move to a different inn?
Puck will never leave.
Olgrim behind.
Will never
Not even
leave.
in the party, and I'm getting this.
Puck will never leave Middlehawks
All right.
We love you.
unless Oldrum actually dies.
All right. So Rivergate District is a much more nicer neighborhood. It's more of a suburban style neighborhood. So you're slightly wealthier, not noble district, but just slightly wealthier people. It's got lots of homes. The shops are very basic, nothing interesting. And there's a couple small little places of grass and trees for parks. And you guys make your way there. You've never really been through here before, I don't think. Pretty dull for your adventuring styles, but you come across a large inn called the Copper Pub. Inside, the place is packed. This place is happening, and it's got like 30 tables with 5 or 6 people at each table. There's a guy they got a little stage. There's a guy on there who's juggling like a fool. There's another guy there going to town on a lute. You've got waiters that are kind of singing along with different songs, and it's just an intense but fun experience as you come in. And there is a waitress who comes over and says, "Come here, sit." And she sits you down at a table with 2 ladies that there's just not enough room. You guys have your own table. Sit you down.
Order a round of drinks.
Can we get 1 fine ale and 2 regular ales?
Of course. And she goes and gets the drinks.
That's kind of you, Puck. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Respecting your elders. It's just I lost.
What do you
thing
guys
among.
want?
This is not like the more grim Middlehawks Tavern. This is more of the a loud Applebee's, if you will.
Was that pun intended? The grim Middlehawk?
Yes, grim Middlehawks. Soon to be Grimm's Middlehawks. And she brings you over your drinks.
I tip her
Good job.
a gold. And
Gold?
Yeah,
A gold.
a gold.
This guy.
That.
And I'm going to ask her a question.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
100 times yes.
She's gonna say yes. Doesn't matter what the question.
Gold.
In your arms.
That's
I
like
have several questions then.
a couple weeks of wages right there.
We're looking for a friend of a friend. His name is Rill. Do you happen to know? I was told he's staying here. Do you happen to know where he might be?
Yes, I do. He's upstairs, has one of the rooms on the second one on the right-hand hall. But you can find him right now there. And she points to the stage, and she's pointing at the guy playing the lute.
All right.
This guy is a halfling. He is going to town, playing and working with the juggler and timing the notes as the balls go. People are still, some of the waiters are singing along in this famous old tune, and everyone's having a great, and it's very loud still in here. People, lots of talking and laughing, very positive atmosphere and vibe.
Apparently
We're
that's
here
our
to
man.
see the talent.
Supposedly he is some, help us with our problem. I'm being a little circumspect since there's a couple strangers sitting at the table with us.
All right, there's a lady, two ladies there. One of them says, "Is this your first time here?
Aye.
You have to try the mutton." "Oh, you got to try the mutton."
Sounds great.
They order mutton for you.
It was very nice. Thank you.
Wary always, Elmon.
Put down the mutton.
What makes the mutton so good?
Oh, you've got to taste it to find out.
Okay. I'm excited.
Another one rolls her eyes at her friend. You guys have some food. It is tasty. The drinks are good. And you guys have been there for 30, 40 minutes. What's your plan of
I'm
attack?
going to wait for Rill to, I guess, end his set, and then...
Buck will return the favor and buy the ladies some drinks.
All right. Make a persuasion roll, Puck.
10.
They take the drinks. They don't respond too well, but take the drinks. The set is ended, and the juggler is breaking off into a solo song. The lute player guy, Rill, hops off easily off the stage and makes his way between the tables and heads over to the bar and gets his free drink at the bar and is standing there.
Can Elmon, make his eye, is he looking kind of Elmon's way? Can Elmon...
Yeah, absolutely.
The Elmon will kind of, wave in a friendly way, if he can muster that, and, kind of beckon him over.
All right, he comes on over to your table, throwing on a smile for his audience, and the two women interrupt anything you're about to say and say to the guy, "Oh, that song was so lovely. It was so great."
And while Rill is at some point paying attention, Elmon will very briefly flash the Lothian pin, just kind of sleight of handish, expecting the halfling to be able to catch that, and offer to buy Rill a drink if he's willing to sit and have a conversation.
Say it. You're talking with the ladies.
This is what he's best at.
We'd love to have you join us for a drink whenever you're
The
free,
ladies. I don't know why you're looking at me.
Because I'm talking to Rill.
Talking to Rill. He's talking to Rill.
He's talking
over the ladies to Rill.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ignoring the ladies. Talking to Rill.
Sorry, say it again.
We'd love to buy you a drink and have some conversation with you. We imagine you're a man in the know. A halfling in the know.
You'll have to speak up! It's a little loud!
The lady will say,
Can we go back to the Middle Hawks now?
the ladies bring over a chair and make room for Rill for you to join.
Oh, thank you. And who are you?
I am Elmon Yaviel.
Handu?
This is Avius Catorum.
Handu?
I'm Puck the Goblin.
Handu!
I'm called Vine, and this is Iting.
Do you need a drink, Bard?
Oh, that would be fine.
What's your pleasure?
Oh, an ale, a wine, something sweet.
Okay. Puck will
Scampers off and gets a drink.
Yep. A fine ale.
All right.
He speaks up and says, I don't do requests so late in the evening. What brings you here?
We heard you may have some information that might be of assistance to us.
Perhaps. An odd place to talk about it.
Well, of course, it is.
Are you going to be playing again soon? One of the ladies asks.
Later, yes.
Perhaps
Good evening.
Perhaps we could speak someplace more privately, or you can meet us at the Middle Hawks at another time.
I have a room upstairs. We could meet there.
Very well.
Well, very well then. I'll be on my way. I'll take the drink to the room.
Yeah, don't forget.
Goodbye, all. Handu. And
Who's Handu?
Avius is kind of staring out into space. Have you found the Riddler man you've been looking for yet?
Not yet. No, let's but I think he may be upstairs. Let's
Oh, very good. That's excellent. Because we're here, so let's go upstairs.
Indeed.
All right. You guys head upstairs. Rill, you had something?
he doesn't egress off of the table. He literally walks on the table like this were a stage.
So he's from his chair, walks across the
Walks
table,
ag-
and then off to a chair, then off to the ground.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Apparently been performing on tabletops before.
You, Rill, go upstairs and find these three strangers outside your door. An elf, a weird-looking goblin with a smile, and a old creepy wizard with an even creepier smile.
In his robe open, probably.
Standing proudly.
Yes, come in. Please, seats. Oh, I'm sorry, not that one. That one's mine.
Inside is a room. This is not just a normal rented room. This one's been rented for quite some time and looks a little different. What are some of the lavishings in your room that set it apart?
It probably looks more like a dollhouse than anything. It's a massive room, tiny bed, tiny chairs and whatnot. Probably one large chair for someone, a visitor. Lots of feathered items.
Okay.
Not like boa type stuff, but like, for example, his hat would be black raven style, the kind of slicked back black raven, along with a cloak that would adorn that. But everything's very colorful, as he's a performer.
Puck takes the big chair.
His feet dangling off.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll stand.
You can take one of these first grader chairs.
Yeah, no. I'll remain standing.
I have a train set.
Avius tries to make himself comfortable on Rill's bed.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've been performing a while. I know where this goes.
he's gonna make it awkward.
He sullenly puts the lute down. Sings a sad dirge.
A new gig? Oh.
Halflings don't cry. Halflings don't cry.
Just think of the loot. I feel terrible saying. Is this a pinball machine? Mark.
Pinball.
You got here very quick.
Oh,
Yes,
Sure.
sure. We're quick.
And you...
We're quick people.
Well, your timing
We're
couldn't be better.
adventurous, so we're quick.
You were talking about timing?
Your timing couldn't be better.
Why's that?
Well, there's... You know of the cult.
yes.
The cult of chaos?
We have had dealings with them.
Well, I know some ways to gain monies, if such a thing interests you. But we have some people we have to visit and take care of.
Take care of like it makes like a
The gun shooting symbol.
like a
Throat cutting?
Throat cutting.
There is a party, a gathering that is supposed to take place. And these individuals are to attend. But for my purposes, I would like to go in their place.
That can be arranged, I believe.
And what are your purposes at this party?
They have some information I need. And this would be the best way to get it.
Subterfuge to this point has not been our strong suit.
It would have to be. You would have to be very, very careful.
You can convince the old man.
With your words and your actions, they'll be watching. They're always watching.
Who's watching?
The cult of chaos.
Avius is just kind of looking around the room.
Yes?
What's happening again? We're going to a party, yes?
No, not straight away. We have to find these individuals first.
Do you know where they're at?
Well, that's where I need your help too. I have names, but I don't know where they're at. They could be in the city. They could be outside the city. I don't know.
Oh, what are their names?
I will try to remember.
As he looks at his paper.
I have them written down. It's very good. I write down many things. Oh, let's see here.
I'm writing a memoir.
Oh, that's very nice. Maybe we could collaborate.
It's not nice.
Yes.
The names Baelish, and Kohler, but I don't know how to spell that.
Kohler, you say?
Very important we find them, and quickly too. The party is in just a few days.
Where is this party?
It's in one of the districts. I would know, but I would have to look further in my papers.
Well, it's just, we've
Fine, I'll look.
we've been known to attend parties around the city, so it's not unfeasible for us to show up at one.
It's in the this district, Rivergate.
It happens to be in this district.
What more can you tell us about this Baelish and Collier?
I don't know much about them. I know next to nothing about them, really. They are part of the cult. But it is important that we take their place. And quickly, too.
Do you,
Yes, you're very slow to speak.
how do you know they're part of the cult? The cult.
I have contacts. I have people I speak with. Will you be able to assist me?
Elman, do we trust? Do we trust?
Of course you trust me.
Do we trust anybody?
We trust each other.
I mean, I don't trust Puck, but everyone else.
You're an elf.
I mean, I give both them like a look, like, do I?
I think
He didn't say you were an elf.
The conciliators have been
Are those ears real?
they've done.
above. They
A small halfling hand starts to slowly reach out.
smack down.
Oh,
The
I don't mean to
conciliators
offend.
have been above board to this
They've
point.
done
they're
right
really
by
quite
us
attractive.
before.
Yeah.
I say let's help this little let's help this little guy.
Yes.
You guys are the same size.
Oh, probably smaller.
I don't know.
Gonna have a small off.
Yeah,
Small off.
2'10".
Wow, you are
Shy.
small.
You are small.
Yeah.
I am just a little bit taller than you. At 3 foot.
Do you guys want to stand up against the wall and we'll
Back to back.
mark it?
Mark this.
Be much lower.
That's right.
Instagram, baby.
And across the room.
Avius just stands up and parts his robe.
I'm not quite sure where to start the
I
search.
think the goblin wins.
Maybe
Now,
your
you will-
maybe your contact, or our priest friend, maybe.
Well, perhaps Mr. Abenar. He goes to parties. He has parties. If there's people and parties, that's Malil, Elman, Malil Abenar.
You saw that constant Elmon confused look. He's
Elman
on
is still doing the
pause.
quadratic equation in his head. Maybe he would recognize the names. Maybe.
Yeah, we can definitely start to ask around. We will search and see if we can get information on this Baelish and Kalir.
And
Cool
when is the festivity?
Just a few days' time.
Can you make that a number?
Tuesday.
Previous arrangements.
That would be 3 days.
3. Yes, very good. 3.
That's correct, yes?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Tuesday.
Perfect. I remember Tuesday for some reason. It must be your party.
I would like to go with you.
Yes.
It is very important that I watch them, that I see them, see what they do.
4 people
what they
taking the place of 2.
No. That won't work at all. I would go as one, and one of you.
You're a half, really. Maybe you and Puck can.
Yes. But they are going to a party, and I don't believe anyone knows that they are who they are. So this plan could work. They could be anybody.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm honored. I would
They could
love
be-
to accompany
they could be
you.
you,
Yes.
Colin.
Let's find these guys before we start making plans.
I like the way he thinks.
What should I wear? Is this a black robe affair or
It's a cult. They're all
You
robes.
might want to go buy a new robe.
This one is broken in. It's comfortable.
I'm sure it would be fine, but one of you is all that is needed.
Creepy.
Very creepy.
He's just speaking in low tones. He knows in the
We
room.
need to find these guys before we start making plans. We don't even know what we're dealing with yet.
Real, we have some contacts around the city. We need to go visit them. I'm sure you're a busy man, but
I'm not a man. I'm a halfling.
I'm sure you're a busy little creature, but
That's better. Yes?
and I know I'm going to regret saying this, but
I love you too.
do you want to come with us?
And with that, he grabs his hat, sash, and cloak and is ready to go.
All right. He's, are you armed in any way?
Yeah, it's just about.
Yes.
What is your weapon of choice?
It is a rapier.
All right. Is it
rapier?
magical? And Elmon, do you have yours still?
Can you handle yourself with that, little guy?
Well, it's fine for a tight space.
Very good. We're probably gonna need it.
Well,
We tend to attract trouble.
And tight spaces.
oh, trouble. Then I better bring this. And he grabs his loot.
Any protection? Armor? Shield?
Nothing. Just his
Right.
cloak.
Okay. Where would you guys like to go?
So we're gonna go visit Malil, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is that what we were gonna do?
It's around 8 p.m. right now.
Okay. It's
Not too late.
not too late. Yeah.
Well, Malil's, he's one of those wake up at noon type
Yeah,
guys.
he's an eccentric. He'll be
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Yes, this way. Off we go.
You guys head out. You leave the Rivergate district and skip on over to Old Town, which isn't too far away, and go to the nicer part of that district and cross a small bridge and head over towards Malil's manor.
We hear an ominous tick-tock as we cross the bridge.
And
You
you
better not to look.
and you see there's a small little gatehouse with the little gate
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
And inside is a guard who you've never seen before. You walk up and the guard sees you and he kind of gets up from his little stool.
Maybe it's just kind of, it keeps, this is old hat for him, so he's not even noticing that there's a new guard.
Oh, you're just going to open the gate and go right on through?
Yeah, he's just, we're friends.
All right. He says, hold there.
Oh, yes, Jordan, yes, it's me.
He comes out of the gate
That's not Jorn.
and he puts a hand on your shoulder to stop you, Avius, not realizing the horrific magical power contained within those little brittle bones of
It
yours.
just stops. Jordan, you have two eyes. How did you do that?
He says, I'm not Jordan. You can't just come through here. Who are you?
Wait, you're not, are we at, we're at Malil's, yes?
This is Malil's estate, yes.
Then
Jordan.
how come you aren't Jordan?
That logic does not work with Avius. Jordan's no longer employed here.
He's not?
No, he quit a couple weeks back.
Committed suicide.
Did he leave a forwarding address?
Not that I'm aware of, no. Something about the stress of the job getting to him.
No, I mean, it seems quite simple. He sits in this little house and,
tortures goblins.
I know none of those. By the way, I'm Avius, Avius Catorum.
Oh,
Yes,
please,
yes,
come
yes.
right this way.
Yes, thank you.
You've
Yes.
heard of him?
I have.
Oh no.
Come right in.
No good will come of this.
Thank you. Yes, and I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Otto. You're disappointed in his name.
Darn it is.
New Jorn.
But my name is New Jordan.
Just test me, punk.
Did they teach you how the bells work?
They said, yes, there's a system behind the bells.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Maybe we should hire you.
I'm busy.
You are brought into Malil's estate. Burns is there. Hello.
Yeah, Burns. Yes. Yes. Sorry. Avius. Yes, you recognize me. Yes. Malil, please.
Of course. And he looks and sees Puck. He looks and sees Elmon. He looks and sees someone he's never seen before, a halfling with a lute.
Hello.
Another one. and steps inside and leaves the door open for you to come in. Closes the door behind you, takes you over to the study just off of the main entrance. I really know the inside of this house way too well. I know like every room. It's freakish.
It's going to be the boss zone.
Oh, jeez.
We're going to own this place.
Need to hire a new guard. Pay exorbitantly so that he's there. You can torment him.
I know just the right guy.
You are brought into the study. Avius Cotorum and friends.
Malil!
Beautiful home.
Yes, Malil! So good to see you.
Oh, hello!
How have you been?
Wonderful. What brings you 3-4 by?
There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, 4.
Malil, this is Rill, a friend of ours.
Promptly stands on a table. Hello!
That's very expensive table. I paid quite a fortune for that. Would you mind getting down?
Steps on it a bit. It is very fine.
Where's Olgrim? He should be taking this man off of there.
Well, yes, we can, he's around, but, there's do you know of any parties happening, in the city, in a few days?
No, not, the next party I know of is in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's not the one. It's in Rivergate. Do you know?
I don't tend to go down to Rivergate. I stay on this edge of Old Town, and every chance I get up to the Nobles' Quarter. That's about it. Except for a rare trip down to Midtown to see my friend.
Oh, you're too kind, too kind.
Malil, we were actually looking for a couple people, and we know that they are party goers, and we were hoping that their names might be familiar to you.
Give me the names. Maybe I know. I know many, many important people.
Baelish and Collier.
Kohler.
Collier.
And these are the hosts of the party.
I believe they're guests.
I don't know who is your host of the party. Perhaps I know him or her.
Riddle.
Riddle.
Give me this.
Do you have that in your notes?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Just keep that sheet out.
Yes. The name is Gastor.
That name I do know.
What's the tone of that?
The tone is wariness, which you don't normally see with Malil.
A party in just a few days.
I have not been invited to any party of Gastours, nor would I likely attend.
Is he a bad guy?
I'm not one to judge or characterize along those lines.
That's a yes.
It's kind of business for us.
Not that we are working for anyone else per se. Not that kind of business.
You are a terrible liar.
The new guy speaks the truth.
No, our allegiance and gratitude is with the house
Rill gets
Avenar.
closer to Avius to look at him in the face.
This is not so much a business job as just think of it as a civic duty of sorts. Anyway, yes. What do you know? Judgment or no? You're among friends. What do you know of this Gastor?
Gastor, he cares only for himself. He likes things very by the numbers, very orderly, and he wants money flowing into his coffers as much as he can.
What kind of business?
He helps acquire those from faraway lands, do work against their will under the city. He is a slaver. And when he's not slaving, he's stealing their belongings and selling those interesting artifacts. And that's how I've come to know him and accidentally acquired a piece from his domain and promptly returned it and brought it into the city guard, which did nothing because he has several of them underneath his thumb. I would strongly recommend you do not work for this Gastor.
Is he known as a slaver? That seems...
He is known as a collector of antiquities, not too much unlike myself, which makes me all the more offended for where I know from where he gets his item.
Yes.
We won't be working for him. If anything, our business with him will
We're doing
not
some
be
investigation.
benefit to what he does.
Well, then you have my full support.
Thank you.
He has a place in Rivergate.
Yes. That's where the party is. Coincidentally,
Or not coincidentally.
what type of guests or parties does he throw? Do you know?
Again, he's focused on himself, so he doesn't have friends. He has business associates he will treat like friends. So you're probably looking at people not on the right side of the law, or perhaps people that are, but only in show. Perhaps some legal entities he can bribe. Perhaps he likes to keep good company, but good company that do bad things. I'm not quite sure if that makes sense to you.
It does.
There are amazing nobles up in the noble quarter that are terrifying people to know. He is kind of that ilk, but at a much lower stature down in Rivergate.
Very, very interesting. So, would his parties be more than perhaps surreptitious business meetings than parties?
He, as far as I know, has no interest in fun, so it would be the minimal necessary to conclude business and
I'll bring my own wine then, apparently.
and keep the coins flowing in the right direction so that his coins can keep flowing back later on.
There's much to know, not little time, in too little time. Do we have what we need?
Well, as always, Munil, you've been more than helpful, and thank you so much. This information will likely benefit you in the future, so rest assured that... Do you have a cracker?
Burns! And Burns comes in with a plate of crackers already.
Oh,
He says, that is good to hear. Then I wish you the best of luck.
thank you. And Avius takes a handful
Malia,
of crackers.
I couldn't help but notice you have a new guard. How's he working out for you?
Oh, he's not as dogged and as effective as Jorn, but
Jorn was a bit of a dog.
dogged, yes.
Doggish?
No, dogged.
Okay.
But Jorn had to leave. He said he couldn't take the stress anymore, and I know we'd had some interesting events the last month or two, but I don't know why. He's a veteran of 2 large-scale battles, but he couldn't handle being here in the gatehouse. I thought this was a simple, easy job.
Did he? It seems like it, but you know, he's kind of a weak soul. Do you know where he went? Did he get another job? Did he leave the city?
No, but he did ask the same thing about you, and I told him he could find you at Middlehawks.
Oh, perfect.
You're going to pursue this man to the ends of the earth if you have to, aren't
I
you?
think he's in an asylum, just carving his name in the wall.
Carving Puck's name
Yeah.
into his arm. All right, you guys leave Malil's.
The only thing Avius can think of. You, Elmon and Puck, you wouldn't know this real, but do you remember the seamstress shop
Mm-hmm.
with the
Yeah.
tunnels?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we found Mr. Grimm underneath there.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, most of them we found. Anyway. Do you remember that family on the river that was being attacked by the Morrows?
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, I think they might be the new occupants of that seamstress shop. I wonder if they've maybe seen comings or goings or have heard anything, since it was a known hideout or storefront for the tunnels that Chaos used. Maybe in the morning we could go visit and take a chance.
Seems like a long shot, but we have no better leads.
Elmon, I thought you were supposed to be good at long shots.
Okay, so you guys want
Speechless.
Speechless Elmon. So you guys want to part ways for now with your new friend Rill, and then meet up at the Seamstress in the morning. Is that correct?
That seems...
Yeah, unless Real wants to slum it in the middle, huh?
There's extra rooms available if you want to come stay.
There might be a conflict of voice acting. Rill will go with you guys.
Really? You're going to go to Middlehawks.
Middlehawks.
Avius is not quite comfortable with Real yet.
I don't know what to expect, but...
All right.
Well,
I have no other place to go.
that's bullpucky. You have that lavish room back in Rivergate district.
Oh, minstrel goes where his instrument is.
What about all your belongings and things?
I'm wearing them.
That tiny bed? That's not yours?
Oh, sure, I made it myself.
And you're just going to leave it?
Yes.
It's just...
I'm ready to go.
We have to get up early and pursue...
I get the feeling I'm not wanted.
I suppose you and Puck can share a bed with plenty of space.
There's other rooms. It's not full up there.
We gotta save money after all.
Avius just starts walking to Middlehawks.
All right, you guys head to Middlehawks. You have gotten a room at the Middlehawks Inn. Thankfully, Olgrim is gone for the night and he's resting. So we don't have a break in the space-time continuum with Rill there.
Who are you? No! Get him away!
Yeah.
And you guys...
Olgrim doesn't stay with Puck anymore?
No, he's got his own...
Yeah.
He's earned his own room.
We've
Oh, man.
currently...
wow.
Currently...
It's a separation.
Yeah,
they
you
need some
guys
time
have
apart.
separated.
Currently, his
Period,
sword
yeah.
is on the bed in his place, and Puck still sleeps at one little corner of the bed.
Oh.
Curling up next to it, slicing himself throughout the night.
With the cold indentation of a dwarf that's right next to him.
Yeah,
Refuses
This
to
is
sleep
so
on that
weird.
side.
using one of Olgrim's night shirts as a pillow.
Oh, God.
Found some stray beard hairs that he's just stroking.
Oh, my God. All right, it's gross now.
They're sewn in.
So it's some sort of Lifetime movie.
This is beyond even Avius.
We learn from the best.
And you wake up the next morning,
After that nightmare.
and what do you want to do?
Good morrow. Yes. Are we ready? Avius is wiping some pudding off his beard.
You have some morning ale and some hard biscuits, and served by Nor, the dwarf keeper. And what's your plan?
Do we want to check this place out with the wizard mentioned? We've been there once before, but
Like I said, I think it's a long shot, but we have no better leads at the
other
moment.
than asking, some of our priest friends.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time. And we have to find two. And the party's in 3 days. 2 days.
Are they not going to be together?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe.
Avius just started walking out of Middlehawks down the road.
Where's he going?
Same place I'm going.
He has a lead he wants to follow. What's probably going to be pointless, but we should follow him and not hurt his feelings.
You'll just wander off like that?
He does.
Freakishly commonly.
You walk down these city streets. It's not too far to the seamstress's shop, and the morning it is cold, and there's a little bit of light lute music being played behind you as you walk down the street by some jaunty morning tune.
It's like a thrumming as opposed to anything strumming.
All right,
just
an ambient, new age music. All right.
I like to think of myself as like a fantasy guitaro.
Guitaro, that's a reference.
Real Fear, Master of the Pan Flute.
Yes.
Avius has got a new swagger. Listening to the music.
Oh, all right. You come across the seamstress shop. You see the sign of clothing and everything from that swinging sign. That sign is gone, and outside are 2 large carts where there are 3 men unloading more carts from those carts.
So it's a cart shop?
It is a cart shop that is being stocked up. You can hear some pounding and construction going on inside.
Wait, this is some TARDIS level thinking. Carts in the carts?
They're broken down carts and wheels and pieces of it. And they're
smaller carts inside bigger carts.
They're bigger on the inside.
Carts, and carts. Carts, and more carts.
So Avius walks up and kind of eyeballs. You can see the gears in his mind turning
slowly,
making sure that this is in fact where he thought it was.
It is indeed. A big barrel-chested guy comes up. We won't be open till next week. Come back then.
No, I'm here now. Avius Katorum is who I am, and you are.
I don't have a name. My name is Format Tools.
But you can call me Matt.
Well, that's certainly not a local name, but Matt. I'm just here to see the new proprietor, catch up on a couple of things.
That would be me. We're very busy though. We're getting prepared.
Yes. You don't happen. Do you know someone by the name of Gannis?
No. Should I?
Do you know?
Doc, why are we here?
We don't know.
He's confused. When did you acquire this space?
A week ago.
And what was it before this?
It was some sort of clothing shop that some squatters had taken over.
Oh. Do you know, did they relocate, or?
Oh, the landlord relocated them.
I see. Who's the landlord?
Let me make up a name for him as well. His name is Togan.
Togan. Oh,
His
yes.
name is Edit File.
we shall call him Ed. Yes, Togan. Yes, it comes back when you get to be my age and you meet so many adoring fans. It's the names just they all blend. Togan, yes. And where is he these days? Is he stay in town often?
He's got an office just around the road there.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yes. It's the one with the purple curtains.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Good.
The crackers give him energy.
Well, Matt, thank you. Good luck. You sell carts, is it?
Carts, yes. Don't forget, you get the best carts at Mr. Tools.
Yeah. Okay. 2-wheel carts? 4-wheel?
Only 2. He looks dead serious.
You might be offended.
Yeah, like, how dare you?
There's a backstory there we want to know about.
What, a single wheel? Wheelbarrow types, or No? Just
No.
no more, no less than 2 wheels.
We're very busy.
Okay, yes, I see.
Come on, Avius.
Yes, good day. So we walk around the corner to the shop the building.
All right, there's a little shop, and above it's a really narrow, rickety staircase that goes up to a office at the 2nd floor. You climb up the stairs. It seems like they barely support the weight of the 4 of you. You're all in some sort of single file marching order.
Avius is first.
And you knock upon the door. The door opens, and there is a fat guy wearing not enough clothes for this cold morning, who you immediately need to make a dexterity saving throw as he tosses his piss pot out the door.
Just Avius?
Just the guy who said he was in front.
Oh,
Very
dear.
good.
What'd you roll?
Avius is drenched in piss.
He throws it out and says, "Oh,
Oh.
you got to be more careful. What do you want?"
Was that full? There's so much.
There's some stuff rattling inside. He's still shaking out.
Kidney stones, I see. Togen? Yes, Togen, it's you.
Is that really my name? I guess it is. Yes. Yes, you know, I don't know you.
Yeah, oh, it's been so long. You've changed a little bit. Still wearing the same clothes, but not quite the same body, I see. Anyway, I just thought I'd drop by and the shop, the one with the carts. Do you happen to know where the family who was there prior is now?
You mean the squatters?
I don't think that was their last name, but I could be wrong.
There is some faint tinkling music as Avius's robe starts to get wrung out and cleaned
You were cleaning him?
with prestidigitation.
All right.
You are prestidigitating me.
That's never happened before. You're a virgin to
I
prestidigitation.
am. I'm usually giving, not receiving.
I'm a giver.
Waited a few more minutes. It's usually a little urine tinge to it anyway.
My spell's not working.
Yeah, I know where they're at. Now they're in my workhouse.
Oh, well, that's kind of you to keep them employed.
Why do you care?
I just wanted to stop by and say hi. It's been a while since.
He closes the door on you.
Avius opens the door.
All right, make a strength roll. Versus strength, I got a 7.
I got -1, 15.
Oh! You shoulder the door open and have him stumble back. He puts his foot into his empty chamber pot and almost trips over backwards.
Yes, so...
Get out of here!
No, where were they again?
He stumbles back towards his desk and starts going through some drawers.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
You're number 2?
Yeah.
All right.
I am now migrating through all of this. I am now number 1.
All right.
Hold on. What is all this? Why do you bother this man? Not looking at you, but talking to the guy with his foot
Okay.
in the pot.
Togen.
Togen.
You are Togen, proprietor here, holder of this residence. You address a very impressive man in the city. I do not know why you would risk going to jail by not being helpful.
He puts the knife down that he just pulled out of a drawer and says, "Go to jail? What are you talking about?"
You city officials, you can't just draw knives on them. Now, as an advisor, especially to you, that you would listen to what he said and well, the rewards of assisting an official, as you know, can be very lucrative.
Avius is straightening out the lapels of his soaked
You're in soap.
robe.
Not
No,
you're
he
in soap,
cleaned
you're
it.
clean.
Oh, I'm clean now. Okay, I've
Make
actually cleaned. robe.
Rill, make a deception roll with advantage, please.
Advantage.
A
Roll on
flat
a
surface.
flat surface.
Yeah.
With advantage, 21.
Wow.
Yeah. The group has someone who can.
Yes.
Yeah.
We finally have someone who's good in social situations.
He says, "I had no idea. Mr. Katorum, you said.
Yes. Yeah.
How can I be of service?"
Well, as I stated,
He puts on a robe.
nice robe. But
The welfare check.
the location of the squatter family, if you will.
I've got a workhouse over in the Guilds district.
Oh yes, the Guilds district. We're familiar.
It's just behind the foundry.
Oh yes, the one behind the foundry. Oh, and they live and work there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Well then, I suppose that's where we should be going. Then.
And these are friends of yours?
Acquaintances. Yes, we've worked together in the past, and so.
We're doing a welfare check on him.
Oh. All right. You can see he's been sleeping in this office.
Rill is just scribbling down, staring at him intently, and just scribbling down.
Real walks out the door and then goes, just one more question.
One more question.
Looks at him with his glass eye.
I forgot about that. All right, you guys leave? No.
Puck's
No.
already down the stairs.
Oh, okay. You guys leave. He closes the door, then opens the door up as you are walking past the stairs on the ground, the street level. He calls out, I don't have any responsibility for the working conditions at the workshop. And then he closes the door.
I see. No responsibility claim. Thank you. And
All right.
How far away is the foundry?
The Guild District's probably a good 40-minute walk, 40-minute walk. This time of day.
I don't know if, I don't know. Perhaps I was wrong.
wrong? What do you mean wrong?
Oh, about nothing. Maybe the other end of that tunnel, the tapestry, shop. Yes, remember?
Maybe, or we could go.
Let me try and get a hold of one of the conciliators.
Yeah, another thing. Maybe inquire at some of the inns around Gestor's manor.
That's a good idea. Look,
It would be likely they were probably staying closer than
The other side of town.
Yeah. We have to question them, ask those questions subtly, not to tip them off.
Yeah, we can deceive, just an innkeeper, find out if he's
Sure,
seen
that's been
them.
our strength so far.
Maybe we have a package for them and we're looking for them. We could be delivery men.
I have an idea.
Is it as good as this one we just finished?
It's actually, I believe it's quite superior.
Well, that'd be hard to do.
What is your plan?
Avius leans down to Rill
Yes.
and it's a trap. Quietly whispers in Rill's ear first, so that Elmon and Puck do not hear.
I will kill them all.
He whispers, "Fireball."
You're Esper. Don't move.
Rill, perhaps you and I can pose as traffickers, and Puck and Elmon could be the bait, so to speak.
That would never work.
What, you don't think so? You are quite influential with your words, and of course I look very gallant and official in my robe, so...
Oh, I don't doubt. But the elf would never go for it.
I think for the greater good, we could be
The
convinced.
greater good.
Yes, the greater good.
What's that exchange?
Hot fuzz?
Oh, yeah.
The greater good. Sorry. If it would work, if the elf can play along, I know you would be very distraught in chains. I've watched this about him. Does not like to be considered less than what he is.
Oh, no, we would not consider him less. He would be quite valuable in this plot. I will let you talk to you. You seem to have a rapport already with the elf. I'll take care of the little one.
Roll persuasion. Yes, okay. Elmon!
Very good. And Avius walks over to Puck and kind of shuffles him over a few feet away.
Okay. You pull him aside.
What is it, wizard?
Yes, so Real and I have come up with an ingenious plan.
Can't wait to hear it.
It's dangerous, though. Can you handle danger?
It only requires you to be in chains for just a day.
In chains, what's your plan?
We will pose as traffickers of...
You're just gonna walk up to Gaston's house and say we have some slaves for you?
No, let me finish.
Wait, what?
We will...
They're gonna do what?
we will
You'd have to put away your bow.
use the two of
I
you
told
as,
you it wouldn't
as
work.
bait to find
Elmon starts
Kohler
walking away at
and-
this point.
All right.
Baelish.
How are you going? What is your plan beyond putting us in chains and parading us through the streets? What's your plan? People do know us. They know
Well,
that
with
we're
bags over
friendly
your
with
heads,
each
they won't
other.
recognize you.
They're not gonna recognize a goblin.
With you inside a Burgop sack, they won't recognize you.
He holds the bloodied, kraken-eyed former sack.
I'll turn it inside out.
It only smells lightly of kraken.
I don't like this plan. I don't think it's gonna work. How about we shelve it unless we have no...
Let's put a pin in this discussion.
Unless we have nothing else to do.
We'll call that Plan B for now.
Plan Q.
Well, and so what should we do?
Elmon is ahead of the group walking down the road, I believe he said.
Yeah, I'm out. I heard like us being put in chains, and I'm just like, nope, and left.
He's
Where did the elf go?
too headstrong. He'd never be in chains.
Well, he was that one time.
It is very dangerous.
I took care of him. It's fine.
Let's go check out some of the inns near Gastor's house in that district and see if we can come up with any leads there.
We need a package.
I'll go to a trinket shop and
Package store.
You
Yeah.
all right.
just buy something cheap and have them wrap it up for
Okay.
me.
Package?
Not that kind of package, you pervert.
We're gonna pose as a courier and see if we can flush out where one or both of these guys are staying.
Oh, very, very well. I don't suppose couriers run in packs of 4.
No, we're gonna. We can play some knifey dicey to see who plays the courier.
Oh no, be my guest. Perhaps 2 of us or 3 of us could hold back and just observe.
Real, have you heard of knifey dicey?
I have. It's a fun game to watch from this stage.
Are you not a gambler?
No, I don't gamble.
All right, what are you guys doing? You got a package.
Yeah, I got a package. Let's I can't. What's the name of that district? I cannot remember.
Rivergate?
Rivergate. How many inns do we see? Like just
In the phone book?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
You ask around. There are 5 different inns.
I want to go to. We probably don't know where Gastor's house is.
Real does.
Oh. Real? What's the closest inn to Gastor's manor?
Well, we'd have to walk over there, but I'd say it's one of these 2 that might be the closest.
Okay.
And he points towards one called the Sleepy Serpent, and that's where you head.
Okay.
And when you're there, Puck, are you leading some
I'm
crazy
leading.
idea?
I go in, like, I get ahead of him and go in holding this package.
All right.
And find the innkeep.
You walk up. It is a portly lady. She says, "You looking for a room?" Ah!
No, not a room. I have a package.
Just leave it on the counter.
No, it's not. It's for one of your guests.
Avius is across the street watching.
I've been
the
instructed
front
to hand it to them personally.
Put it on the counter. Who's it for?
It's for Baelish.
I don't have anyone on here for that name.
Are you sure? Is this where I was sent?
I'm sure. Gremlin.
So I'm a goblin. My name is Puck. What's your name?
Why don't you take your package and go, you little beast?
Okay. I leave.
All right.
I go up the rest of the group. There was no Baelish staying here.
We'll go asking for Kohler.
Another package.
Why don't you take the package and you go ask for him?
Yes. Well, then I will. And Avius grabs the package.
What's the next inn? What's the other inn?
Oh, the other one is the Fascinated Blossom.
Okay.
Wow.
After
You guys
Avius
moving on
strikes
ahead?
out, I'm gonna go ahead and go in there, so I'm already there for when you have to come in, Puck, because I know Avius is gonna strike out.
All right. So Avius walks in.
You know it.
Hello.
You're going into the first one?
Yes.
Okay. The lady there. Did you see that little monster on your way in?
No.
Oh,
what?
the smell! The smell!
Oh my.
Took a bath this
to the
morning.
urine drenched.
I'm not urine drenched anymore. Oh, that sounds.
It's been an hour. You have to constantly concentrate on the continence
it's a
spell.
concentration spell for me to hold my bladder.
Oops, it broke.
Distracted.
Incontinence. No, I didn't. But sounds like I didn't miss anything. Anyway, I'm here to deliver a package.
She sees the duplicate-looking package in your hands. Make a deception roll, and let's absolutely disadvantage the hell out of that roll.
Hold on. Prestidigitation to change the color.
Okay, all right.
Of the package.
All right, it's a different color before you came in,
Yep.
or as you're talking.
I hold it behind my back and then bring it back out. It's green. Totally different.
All right, disadvantaged deception,
Still
please.
disadvantaged?
Oh yes.
And 11.
Is this some sort of game?
Sorry.
This is the second package delivered in as many minutes.
Wow. That's certainly probably
Let's
not.
see what's so important about this package.
Oh, but it's not for you, my
Give
dear.
it here.
I'm sorry. Is
Kohler.
Is Kohler here?
He whispers
back out the door.
Kohler! See? Oh. You shake the box and Puck starts talking from inside. Kohler! She says, yes, there's a Kohler here. Leave the package right here.
Oh, I have instructions to hand deliver. COD.
That's my name. I'm Kohler.
Pardon. I did not realize. Well, then here you go. And as I said, it's the COD.
She hands you 2 copper. Want to add that to your character sheet?
I still stand there with my hand.
She is tearing open the package.
All right.
She opens it up, and what does she find inside that you bought, Puck?
One sword of vengeance.
One puck.
It's just like a little trinket, like a
Snow globe?
snow globe.
All right, okay.
Oh, and what? May I see? I'm curious. It was delivered with such importance.
No, my eyes only. She slams it closed and says, good day.
Oh, yes, it is.
I said my eyes only.
You have beautiful eyes, yes. Yeah, well, nice. Yes, good day.
You leave. You join your friends. He's packageless.
Oh, well,
You found someone.
That worked.
of course, I'm Avius Catorum. Kohler is the proprietor of the...
She was not a big fan of me.
Well, I don't know why. That's news. Puck.
Well, we found one of them.
Yes, we did. What's next? Maybe. Where's Elmon?
He left to go to another inn down the road.
Okay, well, I'm wondering if Kohler is the proprietor of this inn. Perhaps Baelish is another inn proprietor. You know, that could people coming in but not leaving could be a way that they get slaves for slavers.
I see.
That's not a bad idea.
It does also suggest that
Surprisingly.
maybe Kohler doesn't know Baelish.
Oh, I mean, if
She didn't seem familiar with the name.
well, we shall see. Do you have any more trinkets, Puck?
Another package.
Yeah, we can go get another package.
You get another package. It's afternoon, and you're heading towards the second inn
Yeah,
by the name of Fascinated
the Fascinated Blossom.
Blossom. That was something else. Fascinated Blossom. Oh, yeah.
Well, Elmon's been there for a while now at this point.
Okay. You've been scoping out the place?
Yeah, just listening.
Bow drawn.
Yeah. Not quite. Just listening, trying to catch any hints of anything, listening for people's names. I'm assuming. I haven't heard anything, but
You have not heard anything. Just some normal milling about, some lunch being served to a couple people. And then you wait way too long, and then finally in comes UPS delivery man Puck with a box.
Yep. It's
What
a
can
long
green do
skinny
for
box.
you?
Long skinny box.
Yeah. And I go up to the innkeep.
All right. It is a older woman, an elderly-ish woman. She says, lunch or room, good sir?
Well, I'll take some lunch, but before that, I have I'm a courier, and I have a package for one of your guests, I believe, or somebody at least here. It's for Baelish.
Baelish! And you hear, I'm coming from the kitchen.
Okay.
And out from the kitchen comes a heavy-set, young, punkish kid, like 18, 19 years old. I guess pretty decent age in medievalish times, but he comes out, dirty as all heck, very dirty apron, and walks up and says, what is it?
I have a package for you, sir.
What?
Yeah. I don't know who it's from, but I was told to bring it here.
He looks up at the old lady. She says, "Yeah, go ahead. It's your package."
I hand it off.
All right. He grabs it and starts to open it. I'm terrified to know how many snakes are inside.
There's a single red rose and a folded piece of paper.
All right.
And on that paper,
he hands the paper to the elderly woman, and she reads it aloud for him as he does not read. And what does she say out loud?
It says, "Meet me at the Sleepy Serpent."
Meet me at the Sleepy Serpent.
Signed with a K.
Signed K. Who do you know is a K? I don't know any Ks. I don't know. You've got some admirer.
Yeah, I bet she's a cutie.
I don't know any about this. He looks confused, but also has kind of this underlying smile. You've made his day, Puck.
So about
Wait till we murder him.
about that lunch.
So yeah, I guess we're gonna kind of post about.
Okay. It's nighttime, and he leaves once a couple hours after night falls.
Hunter's mark.
Your hunter's marking him.
Yes.
Nice.
Does he have a flower with him?
He absolutely does.
You should hunter mark the goblet. Always know where he's at.
Oh, I know where the goblin is.
And he heads out and walks down the road and is making his way through the...
Is there any point where he's alone? In a... like... where I could abduct him quietly, I guess.
Yeah, there's many opportunities.
Okay.
Many opportunities. All right, you are able to get close, walk up to him, and what do? You're behind him. There's alleys. There's crates and things to block on the main road. How do you want to handle this?
I'm basically just going to straight snatch him. I'm gonna come up behind him, cuff him by his... actually, what I'm going to do is in front of him, I'm going to cast silence.
Okay.
And then as he walks into the silence,
The cone of silence.
I am going to grab him, get his mouth covered, and drag him into the alley.
All right.
So that he can make no noise while that's occurring.
Sweet. You cast your new spell, Silence, in front of him. He walks in, takes a couple steps, and then stops and kind of steps in motion. And while he's doing that, you come from behind and grab him and pull him into an alley. You don't need to make any roll. He is not in any way able to resist you. And you pull him in there and have him pinned in some sort of way on the ground against a wall.
Yeah, and get him so he's literally just outside of the silence, so that if he yells or something, I can basically just grab him by his hair and shove him back in and keep him quiet.
You've got him there.
Probably freak him out a little
Puck's,
bit.
Puck's with Elmon.
Okay. And where are you guys?
Maybe it's...
No, I'm with you.
You want to participate in your first official Form 4 interrogation?
They always end well. Always.
Especially when Elmon's at the helm.
What do you want? I don't have much money, man. Man? I don't have much money.
Quiet. Who's caller?
He's a guy I'm supposed to meet.
Oh, this worked.
Of course it works. It always works. When and where
He is reaching down towards his belt.
I'm gonna wait until he actually I assume
He's reaching to his belt.
Excited, Rill is excited.
once he gets a hold of,
He has reached into his very, very small pouch.
and I will punch him as hard as I can in the face.
He doesn't have many hit points to begin with.
It's okay.
One.
Whatever he has, he will have left.
All right. He is hurt. And he drops the 3 copper coins he was pulling out of his pouch. They clatter to the alley floor loud.
You punch them in coin drops? Woohoo!
This should be a concept for entertainment.
I'm supposed to meet him outside a place.
What place?
He gives an address which matches the one you know, Rill, as Gastour's home.
And when were you supposed to meet him?
In 2 nights from now.
For what?
I'm supposed to meet Aris and tell her I'm from the group and I'm not supposed to talk about the group, and then she'll let me know what the next time to get together is. And there's gonna be some sort of celebration, and I'm not supposed to talk about anything to anyone there, only to her.
Yes. We know all that.
You're doing a great job.
Where is Kohler now?
Baelish.
Kohler, where is he now?
I don't know. He's supposed to meet me on the corner next to the address, and he has to know, he's supposed to know what I look like. And
do you know what he looks like?
No. Everything's
what
very.
were you not supposed to talk about?
Did I mess up?
You're doing fine.
You're doing great, Baelish. You're doing great. Just keep on talking and everything's going to be all right.
But you don't know where Kohler is?
No, I've never met him.
We need to find Kohler.
And what are you doing with the group?
I will tell you more.
I'm not asking you, I'm asking him.
It's, to meet people, to get to, make some changes. To get a little, of break out of my shell, they said.
What have you been doing with
He's
this
a new
group so
recruit.
far?
Nothing. This is my first time.
How'd you meet this group?
There's someone reached out to me, a guy, I don't know his name, and he talked and he said there were people that kind of thought like I did. And
what do you mean by that?
People that are tired of the rules and want to make something of themselves more than just obeying all the time.
Where did you meet this man?
At the inn.
He found you?
9-10 days ago. I didn't do anything. I won't meet anyone.
Stick his head back into the circle of silence.
He is revealing critical secrets in silence.
I don't think he deserves to suffer. We could send him away. He could travel far. He doesn't seem to know anything.
I kind of agree. I don't think he's earned anything worthy of death to this point, but he does need to go away, and we need to make sure he does.
We need to find Kohler, and fast. We don't have much time.
Could we employ our old friend and maybe keep him stashed in a room at the Middlehawks?
We can get him out of town, give him a couple coin, and send him on his way.
How do we know he won't come back?
You hear in the distance a bell ring, but not a guard bell, like an old church bell.
How far away?
Pretty far.
I mean, we could stash him at the inn for a couple days.
That's all we need is a couple
and
days.
Then send him away.
The bell rings a second time, and it is louder.
Or this could get messy right now, and we could have to just...
No. I'm for him sending away. Far less blood, less problems.
The bell rings a third time, and it is incredibly loud and closer.
I let the silence drop at the same time, so that it's not like they don't ring the bell and not hear it sort of situation.
And I'll just stay at home, he finishes.
And then I cover his mouth and I start walking in the opposite direction of the bell down the alley.
Okay.
And just kind of have a comradishly type arm around him. Just happens to be covering his mouth completely. Just walk with me and you're going to be okay. Try and give him a little reassuring.
All right. You're walking down the alley and there is a fourth bell and it is all encompassing around you and almost deafening, and you almost drop to your knees with the amazing intensity of this bell.
Where does that bell coming
It's as though there's a giant metal church bell that's right over your head that someone has just hit with a massive hammer, and you're just stunned by this sound. The alleyway around you, Elmon, gets a little darker. And then gets a little darker. And then you can see, you're like in this back alley courtyard type thing. It's just a dumpy kind of a place. Some crappy little homemade garden, some branching alleyways. And the alley continues off on the other side of it. It's like a spoke, if you will, of 4 different directions. And on each of the alleyways, a whitish mist starts to drift in.
What did you do?
He says, I didn't do anything, mister.
What is this?
You see multiple shadowy figures on each of these 4 areas, these 4 alleys, just in the mist.
Should send him away.
Are Rill and Puck seeing this?
Yes. And Avius. Him as well.
Yeah, where were you?
Thought you were there, no?
I think Avius was hanging back.
Okay.
Just being a junk bum on the street corner, still kind of staking out the 2 ends.
So yes, Rill and Puck, you see this. You're not too far away from Elmon.
Not thrilled about seeing any of this. Rill will attempt to hide.
Okay. You attempt to hide in the darkness. As soon as you do that, Rill, you hear someone speak to you from the misty alleyway where you guys originally came from, that leads out to the street that you came from. And the voice says, I am the keeper of the damned. I am the taker of the living. I am Morian, and I carry your name in my grasp, Elmon Yabael.
Yeah.
From the darkness, you see a glint of metal on several armored heads as several figures start to make their way down the alleyway.
Is there a way out of, like are they covering both exits?
There's 4 different alleys that lead into this kind of square inner courtyard area, and they are coming down all 4.
All right. So I let go
Unless you have some crazy idea.
Baelish at this point in time, and
he panics and starts scurrying around to the corner.
Stay out of the way, kid. And I'm gonna draw my bow.
I'll go up and stand ground with Elmon.
Does Avius have any clue what's happening?
Avius, make an important Arcana roll.
Okay, Arcana.
11. You, Avius, can sense that something weird is going on, and you are being isolated from your friends in a weird magical way, and you go quickly over to the alleyway, and you can't see them. There's this mist, and you sense that there is another place of existence that is there that you can't quite get yourself into, and it will take some time to attempt to.
Okay.
We'll go down the alley that's back the way we came, and we just need to get through there.
No,
We
we're
don't
like
need to fight all 4 of them. I'm saying
just go after one.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
saying
run
we
like
go after
hell.
one and go.
Yeah.
And Baelish, if you want to live, you're going to follow us right now.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
And I will knock one of my magical arrows and start trotting down the alleyway that goes back.
This is the street where Avius is over there.
Okay.
Okay. You see there are two figures there. There is a metal-headed, armored, helmed figure that is marching towards you with not too much speed. Behind him is a mostly naked, ghoulish-like figure with a long red tongue and a very white complexion, and appears to have been the one that was speaking because it just finished pointing at you. There's, again, mist around them. There's too much darkness, even at night, that's around this whole area. It's very hard to see beyond. And that's it.
I turn towards Rill briefly. How are you in a fight?
I hold my own from time to time, but I've never seen these.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
The creature that I just spoke about, the white creature.
Yep.
White-skinned creature goes first, and I need to know how fast it moves. It's normal speed. It pushes its way past the helmed slow thing and moves right up to you, Elmon, just with this gaspy, with its claws outstretched that have longish black fingernails, but it can't attack you this turn.
Okay.
However, you are overwhelmed by its stench. It's really nasty smelling.
But I've been around Avius for a long time.
That's true.
So
That's
I should get advantage at least.
All right, the first player who is up is Rill.
Whoa.
Yes.
Let's see.
What would you like to do? Yeah, keep your character sheet out. Just keep it out.
Oh, I know.
Is Avius in this
Yes.
battle? Okay.
The first thing is loot comes to hand,
Okay.
and imagine that bell shrill is still kind of in the air,
Echoing,
so I
yeah.
kind of tune to it,
Okay.
and I'm kind of playing like power chords,
All right.
kind of watching Elmon's pace, to which I will.
I don't think this is what I meant.
To which I will apply to him some degree of inspiration with that song.
All right.
And we'll give him that. So that'll be a D8.
A D8. You're giving him bardic inspiration, which adds to his adds to a roll of his choice in the next 10 minutes. His choice, right? Yeah,
It is his choice.
and that can be done after the roll has been made, which makes
Okay.
it very
Ooh,
powerful.
nice.
You just have to tell me before I tell you the results
Right.
of it.
I understand. Got it.
And this creature in front of me.
That was a bonus action?
That was a bonus action. Yeah. And I'll verify, but the creature in front of me.
Yeah, it's
is
Elmon's right in front of you, and then just in front of him is this creature. So what did you want to do with it?
will suffer the pang of the noise. Kind of
amplify the bell?
Amplify the bell back
Okay.
to him a bit. This will take the form of the vicious mockery
Okay.
cantrip, and slam into him.
What does that do?
Let's see. That'll do. He's got to do a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
That's got to be a pass. I rolled a 16, and that's a 16 straight.
Okay.
Does anything happen on a...
It's an all or nothing on this
Okay.
end.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. Those are always all or nothing. All right, he shrugs off and does not listen to that horrific bell counter concept. Next up is Avius. Avius, you hear some crazy, interesting music starting to blare out, but it's echoey and off in the distance. You know that it's like 30 feet away.
Okay.
You start to touch at this mist you can just see. You're trying to get your way in. You have something in mind?
Yeah, I cast non-detection.
Non-detection.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do?
It allows me, or an object or a person, any willing creature, to not be targeted by divination magic,
Okay.
or to not be perceived through magical sensors.
So your goal is to be hidden magically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, invisible to magic targeting.
It's not magic targeting. It's someone doing scrying against you.
Well, but I can't be a target of divination magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But attack spells still work.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay. Does that take an action?
One action.
Okay.
And then I move further in.
All right. The moving doesn't seem to matter. You instead put your hand into this mist and you try to feel this strange magical web, and you can just feel some sort of sense of this other reality, and you start to grab as though you could pull yourself in. Make, with your bonus action, a Arcana roll again, please.
Ooh, 22.
22. With a 22, you have pulled yourself into this reality, and right above you comes a figure.
Also, because of that's an abjuration spell that
Your shield kicks in.
So yeah, so my arcane ward kicks in.
15?
15 AC plus 20 hit points now.
Oh.
Wow,
Dang.
that's great. Above you is an incorporeal entity that is flying above you. He's got flowing robes of like translucent gray color and has like a set of ghostly armor on and a hood. You've got some swirling mad images of instead of a normal face, and is flying over you with great speed and would immediately start causing trouble for you, but is temporarily oblivious to your arrival with your spell, and is...
That's an 8-hour spell, by the way, so...
he'll be able to see you normally, but not right now, and he passes right over you and is heading towards the group, and he is...
And do I now have any...
Here. Maybe.
Do I now have any, like, sight on...
Yes, you can now see the alley, and it's dark. You can see mist behind you, which is the portal you got into this alternate reality. You can see right in front of you and above is this flying ghostly fellow. So let me flip it around. Ghostly looks like that. And you're in this alleyway, and then the alleyway ends at a large square middle section where you can see your friends Rill, Pot, and Elmon, and the strange cook who's gotten far more than he bargained for.
Okay.
Is what's going on. Next up is Elmon.
Okay. So the creature that was talking, is that the one that's standing right before me right now?
Yes.
Okay.
He's inches away.
And I already have my bow drawn.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Okay. I say tell your king I'm coming for him next. And I'm going to take a shot.
Go for it.
And it'll be at disadvantage, I assume?
Yeah, he's messing with your ranged attack at point blank range.
It's all right. 26.
Hold on to that. We'll keep that. You also find yourself almost vomiting at its stench. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw at the start of your turn. I skipped that part.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full because I have a automatic my armor. No, I forget exactly why, but I have an auto save versus spells twice.
2 spells.
Yeah, because you...
this is not a spell, unfortunately. It's an ability of the creature.
No.
Sorry.
You got it from the guy that you gave the Gray Ascent.
The Gray Ascent to?
The Avatar.
Constitution 10.
Okay. Bear with me. Making sure of something. What is my elven stuff? Gives me some charm.
I think it's versus charm.
Okay. 4.
Okay. You are retching and gagging like crazy and are considered to be poisoned until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
And that means you're going to be at disadvantage, which is why I wanted you to keep that roll and just make an additional roll at disadvantage. So
I have to roll 3 dice?
No, you've got the sickness going on. You've already rolled the 20 something.
26. Yeah.
26. Make a second roll. This is the disadvantage roll.
but I'd already rolled 2 dice because I was already at disadvantage because they were in melee range.
Oh, yeah, then you're fine. Sorry, ignore all that. Ignore all that.
And so
you're good.
26.
Okay, that is absolutely hit.
Okay.
And don't forget you're inspired.
Right. Can I roll that into damage?
You can roll that before he makes a determination. If he already has, then it's done.
But that's like that's like a normal saving throw or to hit.
Saving throw, ability check.
Not for damage.
Not for damage. No.
Let's double check that.
I imagine it's not damage. I imagine it's the same thing as regular advantage, I would think.
This one's might be different.
I mean, I hope so.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
I know my inspiration.
All right, you've hit. What's your damage on that?
Is it a monstrosity perchance?
It is not.
All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 points of damage. Okay.
And then I will fire a second arrow at him.
And the inspiration's only last for 10 minutes. I don't think it stays with you.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
All right, and the second also +1 arrow. And that roll off. I'm going to roll the inspiration die with this.
Okay, using Rill's first inspiration.
Wow. 26.
It's a hit. How much damage?
You can do it!
And now that it is injured, it will take...
Point blank arrows. Not easy to do.
10, 14, 15 points of damage.
Boom, boom. You hit him hard, and he reels from that and flails his red tongue in pain. Is still alive, however. Next up is this slow-walking creature. It is a zombie that is stepping forward, arms slowly stretching out, except this zombie's a little bit different. Across its head has been poured molten iron around the poor victim as they were killed. So their head is surrounded by a crude section of metal, that covers their face, their throat, and everything, and they're stepping forward. This one steps forward, doesn't quite get there. This one does.
So their entire face head is
metal.
Okay, they can't bite us.
Nope. And another one.
Lightning, huh?
And another one.
Huh?
Lightning would be good.
Yeah.
Next up is this flying, armored, ghostly figure who is currently above Avius. He is oblivious to Avius and is swooping quickly over the lot of you and is swinging down at Puck, his weapon. His weapon happens to be a great sword that he brings slicing down as he flies with this flowing cloak and armor on him.
What?
Critical hit on Puck. You have been hit for 15 points of necrotic damage.
How far away am I from?
You're 30, 40 feet away, but it's not your turn, so you gotta...
30,
you got your
40,
cool.
But it's important.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Puck is kind of in between, probably actually at 35 feet.
Okay.
Sorry,
Right.
so sorry.
Right.
Yeah, your cool ability. So he swipes in and hits you for that, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw as you feel your life essence start to drain a bit.
Natural 20.
Woo! You have resisted this drain about your life, and if you get hit by him again, you will never have to roll it. You're totally immune to that concept. Nice. Dun 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 dun. Where's Puck? There you are. And Puck, you're up.
I'm gonna ice knife that ghostly figure.
All right, he's right above you. He is engaged with you, so if it's a ranged attack, you'll be at disadvantage. He's within touching distance.
I don't know if it's a ranged attack or not.
It'll say make a ranged attack. Otherwise, it'll say have them make a saving throw.
Oh, yeah, it is ranged. Balls.
You got a sword.
I got a spear and I did not take the sword.
Make a decision. You're surrounded by
I'll
zombies.
Stab him with Deanna.
Okay. Reach out with the spear and stab away.
14.
14 is a miss. You have a bonus action and a move.
I'm going to disengage.
All right, so you duck low.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you want to move? You kind of have this little courtyard section you're in.
Just a few feet back.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really want to separate myself from the party.
All right.
Oh.
Done. It is a new round, and the wounded white-skinned creature with its black nailed claws claw at you, Elmon. It is determined to get you. And that's not going to be good. An 8 is ridiculously bad.
Correct.
It claws, but it's falling backwards from the damage that you dealt with it, and it's just a mess of pain and can't do anything at all. Nice. Rill, you are up.
Okay. Where am I in relation to?
You're the small, tiny little figure right here. You've got a zombie slowly coming in on your left and will probably be attacking you this turn. And you've got zombies to your right, behind, in front, and you've got not too far away above you, maybe 6 feet away, this flying, cloaked, great sword-wielding dude.
Fantastic. The strumming comes to an abrupt end, and I find one particularly very high note that I just shrill out, and the creature with the metal head.
Yes, all these zombies have metal heads.
The one closest to me.
Metalhead.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one closest to me begins to the metal around his head begins to glow.
No! That's
It
fantastic.
begins to glow softly and becoming a more and more intense heat as I lay upon him heat metal.
Okay.
What is this?
That is cool.
And I will. Do they look fairly brawny?
Define brawny. Strong.
Yeah, are they like frail looking or fairly
Another meaty.
meaty?
Yeah.
Then I will cast this as a level 3.
Level 3.
Wow.
Yep.
And it was heat metal.
Heat metal.
Got it. Okay, you choose a creature in physical contact. The range works, takes 2d8 fire damage, so he takes 2d8.
I disagree with your math.
Oh, because you increased the level. 3d8.
3d8. And he does that on a whenever I wish it. Concentration.
As a bonus action
As a
from
bonus
here on
action.
out, you can maintain that damage.
That's badass.
18 points of damage.
Wow. You do 18 points of damage, and the thing just goes, "Ah!" And it is at disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks because it cannot drop the heated weapon that this spell is designed for. It's stuck on its head, so it is messed up. Oh, the smell is not good either.
Vapors coming out of the
yeah.
and out.
That is terrible.
I step back a little bit to
What was that damage one more time? 18?
it was 18.
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. You're stepping back as well. You're stepping boldly behind the young lad. Got it. Alias. You're behind this whole fight.
I am.
No one's really aware of you.
Fireball. The red chip.
What's the red chip?
Fireball.
You can't see that spot. It goes up to here, the alleyway. So you could see up to here, here, and then here is the main area.
Okay. What if I move first and move forward?
No, this is a wall, is what I'm saying.
Right. But I can't like position myself like
What? Yeah, you go after.
No,
then cast.
this is a narrow alleyway.
Narrow, okay.
Yeah, you would have to be climbing over these dudes.
All right,
you could
then
also
I'll-
do it above. I don't know. Because this flying
'cause
guy
the
is
flying guy.
here.
So yeah, I want to do about right here. We'll get him and the two on the ground.
Okay, it would also catch Elmont. To get this guy, what?
That's fine.
All right. looks at you.
Elmon's dexterous.
All right, you're pointing your finger at the air, and what's being cast?
Fireball, yeah. I point at
Glad I moved.
the estimated location with my finger. A bolt of quick light goes to that point, and then from there, this glowing ball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter.
Ooh.
And we're doing a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, for everybody?
Yep.
All right. The big great sword flyer gets a 20.
Oh.
Want to roll your damage while I'm rolling this? Yep. Dexterity. The white guy gets a 22.
Jeez.
And the metal-headed zombie, 11.
Metalhead fails.
Okay, he takes full
What
damage.
about Elmon? What's Elmon roll?
Elmon's not going to roll because Elmon has an auto save versus spells.
Ah, yes.
We'll take half whatever this epic.
It doesn't work like that. You're taking it. Jesus, that's a lot of dice.
Reroll that last 6 that fell off.
Okay.
There you go.
Even better. Wow. So there's 10,
I'm going to need some
20,
balm in the summer course.
38.
38 points of damage?
Yeah.
All right. The metal-headed zombie that you catch in this area just gets turned into this human torch and continues to shriek. I'm imagining it's like the zombies from Half-Life 2 and you light them on fire. And it's just going, nah! And starts slamming itself into the wall before crumpling over dead. The not ghostly, but white-skinned, ghoulish figure took half damage.
Yep, so 19.
19? Let me go find him. He's been hurt. Where did he go? He attacked. He has been hurt.
And actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
This studded leather armor of Kadeen.
Yes.
I have +1 versus AoE spells.
Yes.
So is that, do I take 1 less damage?
No,
or?
that's +1 to the save.
Okay.
To the save, yeah.
You have also destroyed.
What did you roll?
I didn't roll.
He didn't roll. His.
Why don't you roll?
Because I don't want to roll. Because I
Okay.
would rather just take half damage.
Okay.
He doesn't have to roll.
That's okay.
Also, I don't have a choice.
Right,
It's
right.
just
You
the
take half
first
damage.
The next
2
two.
spells that.
So the white guy dies in a fiery mess, his tongue flopping out as he crumples down. In the air, he passed, but he takes 19 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the flying guy. He is singed, but still alive. And then Elmon, you take the 19 fire damage. All right, big fiery explosion.
And then I move
Oh, you got hit with that. I thought it resisted.
however far I can go.
All right.
Now, the save take you take
the
half.
save,
yeah.
Elmon, you're next. All the guys that were around you are dead.
Son of a bitch. And
Don't move!
Timing.
too late. So the floaty ethereal guy, he's up in the air.
Yeah, he's just out of engagement range with you.
Yay! And he's wounded. So the bow goes from being level against the ground to straight up in
up.
the air, and 2 twangs.
Normal
sing out.
shots.
+1 arrows.
All
I
right.
imagine this guy's rather magical. So I am firing 2 of my +1 arrows. I'm going to use these up quick. I think I'm going to become really good friends with with La Rose.
He's not going to become really good friends.
Well, he is in my notes as archery douche. So,
Pretty
How
accurate.
did you know douche was his middle name? It's
it's just a natural assumption.
Elvish French.
Yeah. All right.
La douche.
So 25 to hit.
First shot slices or pierces into him.
Doing 5, 9, 10 points of damage.
He's injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
And the second shot, 16.
Is you miss. Arrow
Okay.
goes high and clangs against the 3rd-story window not far away.
You kill a petunia.
Around you is the screaming young cook. Just, what's happening?
Stay put.
Done. The metal-headed zombies now close in. They've taken their time. They are now closing in.
And actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm stepping back, and I'm going to try to basically, if I can, without being too crazy about it, prevent, what's his face?
Baelish?
Baelish from being attacked.
Like,
so I'm
all
going
right.
to, kind of intercede between however many I can.
Okay. They are closing in. There is one that is attacking you, Elmon, for sure. And it is trying to...
And as a bonus action, can I switch from my bow to melee, perchance?
Sure.
Okay, great.
It's striking at you with also metal on their hands, you notice. And that is a 20.
Yeah, that'll be a hit.
You've been hit for clawed at for 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and then it grasps onto your arm tightly. Make a... I think it's just strength roll for...
Strength roll?
Yes, please. Strength roll.
Not a strength saving throw. But a strength roll.
Hold on. Correction. You are you are grabbed on. You can make a strength roll to ungrapple yourself later on. So don't worry. No, not yet. No.
Damn, that was
Sorry, that was a good one. There is another one of these guys, and it's attacking you, Puck, from the side, and got a 16.
Oh yeah.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
You have been hit for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. You have also been grabbed. Let me look up that real fast.
What, you said that was a 16.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt?
How so?
I see the grab going on.
This is like a reaction or something?
And it is.
Oh, yeah.
And I give a sharp whistle. 2 fingers, just loud through the place there. And I add 1 bardic inspiration to counter roll his.
Roll it.
So this will drop the value down. Why don't you roll it?
4.
So 12.
12 is the attack.
Miss.
All right. The
Thank
ghoulish
you,
thing
sir.
reaches out with claws.
You're handy in a fight, aren't you?
Yeah, they do the Saturday night.
Saturday Night
Fever.
Live finger. Reaches out with its claws, but the strange... What was the name of this ability?
The ability is called Cutting Words.
Cutting words. You say something nasty about it. What do you say?
You're slow and you'll never catch us.
It pauses for just a moment and cannot grab onto you. So nice. However, there is another one, Puck, that's right in front of you that is getting you.
I'm out of reactions.
And that is a miss, I'm pretty sure, with an 11.
Yep.
That was me too.
Another one is attacking Baelish. He is missed. And then there is a last one over here. Rill, you have a choice. You can kind of step in to take the hit. I had that backwards. That's all right. You can step in and take the hit for Baelish, or you can let it attack Baelish. Where does your moral compass?
Moral compass.
I will step in to interrupt the attack. I may.
Yes.
All right.
Well, yes.
Yes.
You're out of reactions. Can't do much.
I know I'm out of reactions, but I do have a bonus action.
That's during your turn.
Oh, it's during my turn.
All right, it's attacked you with a 6 and has missed. I believe that is all of those metal-headed zombies. Oh, and in addition, the one that attacked you and missed is the one that's currently smoking and everything.
Oh.
And it didn't try and claw you. It tried to headbutt you with its molten head, but it missed. Second to last up is the floating guy.
Oh, that's right.
Who's floating overhead. And he is...
How far above us is he?
Not far at all. Within greatsword range. He immediately turns around and silently flies the opposite direction right over towards you, Avius.
Come at me, buddy.
He doesn't even stop flying. He just does this little polo strike with his great sword. Correction. He comes right at you, holds his sword in his hand, gently lands at your feet, and reaches out to touch you with his left hand. He's coming with a touch. He's touching.
Is it a magical touch?
It is not a magical touch.
It's a special touch.
Oh, then I opened my robe.
He is...
Come at me, big boy. Robe opening.
It's not a magical touch.
Nope.
All right.
He needs to make a melee spell attack against you.
Well, is it a spell?
It's a melee spell attack.
So counter spell would be...
This counter spell would absolutely work. You hear him go, Shaka, and he reaches out as he casts a spell.
Then I'm going to do counter spell.
He is casting Inflict Wounds at level 2.
Oh, yeah, then it automatically...
That was your reaction?
Yep.
All right. I think that's your first counter spell.
It is.
He reaches out and touches you and just, boop. There's no magic behind it whatsoever. You just feel...
I push my chest in towards his hand.
It seems very confused by it. The last this round is Puck. Puck, you got zombies all around you.
As a bonus action, I'm going to throw some bombs of summer. Actually, yeah, I'm going to throw some bombs of
I'm
summer
fine for now
court.
if you want to hold off on that.
It's a bonus action.
Okay.
May I
Nelmon?
suggest that
Yeah.
everyone leave the center of the crosshairs of the alley?
Oh, I'm surrounded.
For 11.
Opportunity attacks, whatever.
11
it takes.
health to Elmon.
It might be better than...
And then as my action, I'm going to light up Flaming Sphere
Okay.
and place it right behind these two.
All right. So placing it close by, behind two that are nearby you.
Yep.
Boom. You've put this obstacle behind them, blocking the way.
Oh, well, it's a big ball of fire. Yeah.
And they'll take damage if you move it into them as a bonus or if they end their turn.
Either in their
Yeah.
turn or me moving it into
Got
them.
it.
And you have the bonus to move it.
He just used his bonus to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, nice. We got a big flaming sphere there, and it is Rill at the start of the round. Woo! Rill the Bard.
Who's engaged with me presently?
You've got two. One behind you and one in front of you, these metal-headed zombies.
And the
One is burning.
One is burning.
Okay, let me start with that. That's a bonus action usage.
And what do you do to make that happen? Like snap your fingers? Or?
It's every time I hit this pitch, every time I strum the high note on my lute,
It's like a missed note.
it's like a bellows.
Yeah,
It
like a
just
bellows.
fires it up.
All right.
So this is more damage to him. 12 points.
It is still alive, but barely hanging in there.
The other one that's close to me, I heard from a ways away the words that they were using.
Yes?
So I mimic that entirely and I reach out and touch the creature,
Okay.
other zombie,
The other one behind you.
and I bestow curse upon him.
Okay.
And I befuddle him with concepts of he's freshly risen and doesn't know what to do. So the whole thing is he doesn't want to do anything with his action because he's waiting for commands.
Oh.
You're
all
a
right.
badass bard.
He gets to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Metal-headed zombies are not known for their wisdom saving throws. Here he goes.
What?
5 total.
So now,
He is sunk in with the curse.
and now he's consumed with that. The glowing metal dissipates as one concentration switches for another.
Got it. All right, that was great. Bum bum bum. Next is Avius.
Duder in front of me, I guess, is going to get.
This is the armored wraithy type guy.
Yeah.
Right in front of you.
Yeah. He's gonna get. Behind him forms a flaming sphere.
More
Yeah.
flaming spheres. We'll do green for some
And
reason.
with the bonus action,
That's the only one I have.
it knocks into him.
All right, you roll the sphere right near you, though, would be...
But we're in between.
Yeah, we'll have it bounce back. All right, how much damage is that?
I'm looking. Forgot where it's
Do you
at.
know?
It's
Puck?
right here.
do you
It's
got,
depending on what level,
2.
2d. They have to make a dex saving throw.
That does not look good. It
What do
is
I roll?
2d6.
12. No good? Dex save is 12.
Yeah, no good for the dex save. 4 points.
Okay. 4 points of damage. You notice he dives out of the way, doesn't quite make it though. Gets hit for 4 points of damage. Is still in the fight, but when he dove out of the way, he dove halfway through the wall.
Ooh.
Incorporeal. Just FYI.
Incorporeal.
Word of the day.
All right. That was Avius. Elmon.
Can I make that?
The man who picked this fight.
I did not pick a fight.
You gotta...
Everyone stops fighting.
Wait a minute. How did I pick the fight?
If anyone picks a fight, it's
you picked a
usually
fight to
Elmon.
save the old man here.
I was
Once upon a time.
okay. So I just pulled out my sword and buckler,
Okay.
my rapier and buckler,
Rapier.
rapier, whatever, rapier,
Rapier.
Don't
rapier.
rape
Rapier.
anywhere.
And can I make that strength check to break free?
Yeah.
3.
3 is no good. This thing's got the grasp on
So what does that do then?
You are hosed, is what that means. Your speed becomes 0. You cannot benefit from bonus with speed. Blah blah. The condition also ends removes, such as when. No, that's it. Your speed is 0. You're
So
good.
I can still attack.
Yes.
Okay. Well, very well. I will attack the guy that is holding on to me.
Okay.
With my rapier. And I will stab into him with that. With an 11.
11 is stabs.
I'm sorry, 9. I'm so used to my bow.
So 9 is your final result.
Correct. For my first attack.
Pierces through rotting flesh and hurts him.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I am surprised. Doing 12 points of damage.
All right, this was unwounded guy, 12.
Right, he was unwounded, but now he is wounded.
You pull the rapier out and stab again.
I do. With a 24.
Oddly enough, that one misses. Just kidding.
It's an inverse.
Yes.
Spicy.
That'd be great. Chaos.
Only 9 more points of damage.
9 more points. You've stabbed. There's weird blackish blood that's pouring out of the holes, but it is still alive. The
me.
metal-headed zombies will go. The one that you just stabbed several times that has a hold of you, Elmon, is going to headbutt you. And I'm going to give him advantage for the headbutt. He has rolled a 19
That'll hit.
and slams you with a big dong for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Immediately, Rill finds the note.
He makes a harmony out of it. Dong! There is another
dong
one,
everywhere.
however, that's also attacking you, Elmon. This one is
We're in Vietnam.
also clawing you with a 22
Yeah.
for
For one
5
of
points of
Avius's
bludgeoning
dreams.
damage. Bump, bump, bump.
Points of damage.
Yeah.
This is Puck. One is attacking you, Puck, with a headbutt, with a critical hit.
That's the second critical hit on you so far.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been hit for 10 points of bludgeoning damage, Puck.
He takes 0, and my extra hit points go down by 10.
Your shield, you send Puck's way for the first time.
Thank you.
Nice. Wizard shield. It is blocked, and it ends its turn next to this flaming sphere. It can't get away.
Uh-huh. It needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. The 12.
Yeah, I don't think he makes it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What's the damage?
Sorry?
D6.
3,
Oh,
actually.
3 for you.
7.
All right. The next one is attacking you, Rill. It's clawing at you, and I think it's going to hit with an 18.
That will hit.
All right. It's grabbed onto you. You were locked down. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, Rill.
Ooh.
How much damage did you do with the fire? I'm sorry.
6.
6.
7. excuse
7.
me.
And then you get to fire up this guy as well. He's also not moving
He
away.
needs to make
Oh, sorry. No, he failed that one miserably.
6.
All right, they are burning with this flaming thing right behind them. They can't get free of it. They're pinned between the flaming ball on one side and you guys on the other. There's one last metal-headed zombie. It is attacking young Baelish. Unless, Rill, you want to step in the way.
Is this the cursed one?
This is... Puck, you were not hurt at all on that last one. Sorry. He took no actions. You did not get hit at all. That last one.
I know. Well, he protected me.
So your shield is back.
You get the shield back.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Sorry, I totally forgot. Forgot about the curse. Thank you. He still takes the burning damage.
And
this is not the cursed one now. The last zombie is the one with just a few tendrils of life remaining, whose head has finally stopped turning bright orange. He is going to headbutt you with that slightly orange head. He's going to headbutt Baelish unless you want to get in the way, Rill.
Baelish doesn't look like he's up for combat, so
you're stepping in.
We'll step in.
Headbutt comes your way and misses, mainly because I can't see where it's hitting.
Real.
The misty cloaked armored figure right in front of you, Avius, kind of like looks at his hand, says "Gargara" louder, and reaches out to touch you boldly again. And I am not telling you what the spell is or spell level until you commit to casting counterspell.
Okay. Oh.
There's a lesson learned here. Never mess with the undead.
All right, I'm gonna cast it.
You cast counterspell, you feel its magic, and then you can easily shred that magic and turn it into a gentle touch once again, and nothing at all happens to you.
What level did you cast?
2.
All right.
2 again. And Puck, you're up.
Like how?
I had to spend a 4. I had to spend a 4 to get that, though.
Ow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bounce that flaming sphere into the one that has the most.
You can hit both, actually.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
They both need to make dex saving throws.
All right. I got a. I don't know. I got a 17 and a 6 and a 4. 17 and a 4.
The 17 passes, but he still takes half damage. 15 total.
Nice.
So 7 and 15.
15.
Can we back up for a second?
Uh-huh.
Did Misty?
Oh, your guy in front of you? He did. He will go ahead and move, actually. He will move into the building.
Okay.
He phases through into the building.
All right, then.
And you don't think he's far.
Okay.
I took that and then a full 15 to the other one, right?
Yep.
All right. So lots of flaming sphere of fire goodness.
Action. Where are you at? 36. You're probably good for this turn.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I've been missing my.
Look at Avius with full hit points. Who's the tank now, bitches?
And then I'm gonna lash out with my spear at the
You'll be the tank until
left.
something actually physically hits you.
Which
The black base one.
black one? Right?
Yep.
The black-faced one?
Base.
Okay.
What blackface?
I was
19.
That is definitely a hit.
Not expecting that to hit. 5 points of damage.
5.
No.
12, 20,
4.
17.
4.
4. You stab it. It steps back, but keeps coming. It is still in the fight. Puck is gone.
Does it take?
It was not its turn. It was Puck's turn. He already slammed him with it.
Mm-hmm.
Rill, Stump Runner
Yes.
is your name.
Stump Runner.
Rill Stump Runner.
I still have the same 2. 1 is not doing anything, and then there's just the 1.
Does he? How long does the bestow curse last?
That's
the
full
question.
minute.
Bestow curse concentration up to a minute.
And he
Choose
just
the
makes his
nature.
check every round.
Well, curse turns make a wisdom saving. If you yeah. That's the big one. So it's it's still cursed.
It's just waiting. So dealing with the one with the now slightly glowing head.
Yes, it's badly wounded.
I quickly slash out with my rapier.
That will be a bonus action to draw and be ready to go.
To draw and be ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, and then you can attack still.
And I will still attack. That is a D8. Ba-dum-ba-dum.
Yeah, what's your basic attack on this?
And here we go. Ooh, nice. It would be a 25.
Is a definite hit.
6 points of damage.
And you skewer this thing and hit it again and again and again, and it drops and makes a big gonging sound as its metal head hits the ground. Even kind of dents a warp area because it's a little soft metal now on the back of its head, and it is dead.
Got one!
At your feet.
Get
Avius.
cocky, kid.
I want to maneuver my flaming sphere
Okay.
with my bonus action, I guess is what that will be. Can I get it behind both of those guys right there?
Make an Arcana roll. If you succeed, you can hit them. If you fail, you will hit them plus Elmont.
Fair enough.
He's willing to make that risk.
Oh, I succeed.
Okay.
24.
You have this ball and you start doing like some monkey ball type thing of hitting the roller on the arcade machine to get the ball up and around, and you just roll it over those two guys. They get to make dexterity saving throws. Similar to what I rolled before.
You're rolling against a 14.
They got a 15 and a 4.
All right.
So half and full damage.
And it's what? 2d6?
I think so.
6 is full, so.
You have killed this one
Yes. Thank you.
and just wounded that one.
Was the one that died the one that had a hold of me?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. What was the damage on the
6 full.
6 full? Yeah, you totally killed it. All right, there are 3 of these zombies left.
Yeah, and I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay. Avius is done.
Actually, no, I'll move.
Closer
in
to the
with
group? You're
yeah.
now in that courtyard
Since
area.
I'm not by myself with Mr. Misty.
Elma.
Okay. I will stab out at the one that's directly in front of me with my rapier.
Okay.
That's going to be a 26.
Huge hit.
With 6, 7, 8.
It is wounded.
13 points of damage.
Ooh, it's a big hit.
And then my second attack is a 24 with 10 points of damage, but an amendment to the previous attack. How much damage did I say it was?
13?
14. So 10 and 14.
It had 24 at the start of this round.
Wow.
I know. I was like, it's going to have one left.
Because I didn't add the +1 damage for the of cutting.
Oh, yeah.
On the first attack there, I only added 4. So.
You don't pierce at all. You slice and spill rotting guts on this alley floor area, and it is a terrible mess, but the creature is absolutely dead.
I like this sword.
And they are going next. There are 2 zombies, one next to Rill, one next to Puck. The one at you, Puck, headbutts you for 18. And that is 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Yeah, I'm
You're gonna-
take this on the
Yeah.
6.
all right, but it ends its turn next to this flaming sphere with a 9.
You gotta take some damage.
It takes 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage and hits you with the big gong, stumbles back itself into the sphere and is consumed by it.
He headbutted me?
Yes.
Oh, my lord.
The one next to you, Rill, is reaching out and grabs onto your loot arm,
Is this
Rill.
the cursed one? That
This
failed
is
its
a
roll?
cursed one. Dang it!
It can make its roll now.
It's a wisdom saving throw and it's good?
Wisdom saving
Let me check the timing of this.
Is it at the end of its turn?
At the start of its turn.
Start of its turn. It is a curse.
All right. These
And a damn good one, if I
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Completely.
Well, you're
took
going-
that thing out of the
7. It does nothing.
We all just turn and just start stabbing the shit.
I
out
wouldn't
of
use
it.
this curse against a smart creature.
A wise creature.
A wise creature.
Well, you know.
And it's going to take fire damage.
Yeah. It takes fire damage. You guys stab it. There is no sign of that incorporeal, armored, ghostly thing. And then the darkness and mist fade away, and you are returned to a normal moonlit alley and can smell the city again and can hear some of the city sounds again.
And before Baelish can run away, I'm going to...
All right.
Like I don't want him to get away.
And by the way, there is gore and...
It's all left?
It's all left behind.
Oh,
it's a
nice.
mess. Baelish is not getting away. He's on his butt, just kind of hiding his eyes and shielding himself and just going, "What's happening? What is this?"
Should I get down close to him? Shh. Quiet.
Make a persuasion roll. Elmon.
Well, I actually might have succeeded on the persuasion roll. 19.
He stays calm. You're able to keep him calm. You reassure him.
Like, what you just witnessed is the things that you're trying to align yourself with. Like, we're battling those. And that's what you're aligning with. That's why we were attacked.
I'm sorry. I won't go. I'll stay at the inn.
You
We should
can't-
send him away.
Yes, you can't stay at the inn. You have to leave the town.
To which Rill will produce 5 gold coins.
Okay.
Go as far as you can. And I hand them the coins.
How many coins do you have?
That was it.
Oh, well,
I'm going to look a little disdainfully at that 5 gold and give him...
He's like pouring checking his purse, looking deeper, pulling out some lint.
I'm going to give him a large just bag filled with gold.
I
Give
take
that
back
to-
the 5 gold.
All right.
I'm going to give him 50.
Wow.
Whoa! He looks at you just as stunned as he was before.
Wait, hold
What?
on. Just one
Here's 2 platinum.
You guys are raising. I'm all in.
But did he not say that Kohler knows what he looks like?
he did say that. That was.
Oh, hold on for a minute, buddy.
I thought it said
You
he
take
didn't.
the bag away.
Kohler knows what he looks like. He does not know what Kohler looks like.
Yes.
Could be our...
We need to find Kohler.
But we also need to hold on to Baelish because he is recognizable by Kohler.
Yes.
But if we find Kohler,
If we find Kohler before that, that's great. But if we don't, we need Baelish. As we're talking about him,
Little man,
he's just like sitting there on the ground between us.
young bard, do you understand?
no.
Apparently not.
Baelish, do you understand what we're saying?
I'm gonna leave town.
Hold
No,
on.
you're.
Baelish, where do you live? Can you take us to your residence?
Why?
We're gonna hide out there for a minute.
I don't think my mom would like that.
Oh. Well, then you're gonna come to our residence.
We have to find Kohler.
I don't think my mom would like that either.
So
We
how
let
do you-
him go.
How do you propose we do that?
We the same way we found Baelish.
And if we fail at that?
Well, the alternative that I did not want to explore was we would have to intercept him at the place, the corner, where they were to meet
Right.
and find him there.
Right, which we don't want to have to do.
We don't want to have to.
But if we get to that point, having Baelish there that he recognizes would be very helpful. So let's keep Baelish for now.
Baelish is the peanut butter in the mousetrap, so to speak.
I think it's cheese.
I'm what?
Hi. No.
You're
Do you like
our
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
respected and valuable temporary companion for right now. I want to send
How about you
Baelish on his
guys-
way as soon as possible.
How about you guys check the rest of the inns, see if you can find our other query. I will take this young man back to the Middlehawks and keep him occupied.
Yes.
Cut to pillow fights.
Wet t-shirts.
So, Baelish, it's very important that we find Kohler. We want to do that before the party, but if we can't, we still need you to meet him. As soon as you meet him and we intercept him, you can leave town and you can keep the gold.
That sounds great. I just don't want to be hurt.
And if we find him before then we'll send you out of town with the gold and you can leave.
Okay.
You've done nothing wrong. You got mixed up in something that's obviously way beyond your depth and reach, and it's something you don't want to be involved in. It would have led you down a very dark path, and you seem like a nice kid. So, our goblin friend here will take you someplace safe for now, and you'll stay there for a day or two, and then we'll figure things out.
Puck, you have a smile. You grab him by the hand and take him away.
I throw a cure wounds on Elmon before I go. For Jesus, 13.
And we'll stop there for tonight.